Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the episode of Geeking and Drinking. It's almost 2023, so stop fucking around with AI. It's going to come after you with your dumb little pictures. Stop doing it. But let's go. What's going on, guys? And welcome to episode 78 of Geeking and Drinking. I'm Eddie.
I'm Steven.
And we have a pretty exciting, just stacked episode for you guys today. Obviously, me and Steven are here. We have a little bit of an audience in front of us, and we also have a special guest. I want to introduce her real fast before, it's been a while since, she's supposed to be on the show. This is one of our good friends, Mrs. Inc., aka Little Gabagoo. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Jessica Levine.
Hey guys, what's going on? That was such a great intro.
Yep. Dude, it's been a while since, we've been wanting to have you on the show for a fucking while. You're finally on. How do you feel? The lights are on you. Are you nervous?
I'm excited. Hands are a little sweaty, but I'm excited.
Well, we're happy that you're here. You know what? Since you're a little nervous, we have an audience behind the camera. We're just going to bust out the beer because, yeah. So,
welcome to the show.
Yeah. So I told you yesterday I was at a brewery getting a beer, so I got a beer.
That's one beer we got to drink.
Yeah. That's all for you.
Cut the camera.
Yeah. This is from Freetail. You ever had Freetail?
I have.
I'm just afraid that's not going to be like carbonated or anything. They haven't put any mess. This is their Ready Player One. It is a farmhouse Saison.
Ooh.
I think it's coming in at 5.8%. Nice. So before you take a sip of that, let me pour these. But other than that, how's your day going?
Pretty good. Pretty busy. I was looking forward to this though, so
it is
now
Friday.
That it's here. Thank you for having me.
Friday. It's the day before New Year's Eve.
I know. I feel excited to be closing out the year with y'all. That's kind of
it's
special.
pretty awesome.
Yeah, and like I said, guys, we have a pretty stacked up. So we have plenty of beers. Plenty of beers to drink today, and a lot of shit to talk about. So we couldn't do it with anybody else than just Levine. So cheers.
Cheers. Thank you for this.
What do you think? I don't think I've ever had that one before.
No, it's so smooth though. I was expecting like a big shock.
No.
But it's so smooth.
Again, this is their Ready Player One. It is a Saison Farmhouse Ale. So, I think, remember Dan brewed a Farmhouse Ale, and to me, they're real smooth, real easy to drink. But yeah, man.
Even
citrusy.
the bitter is just like the perfect amount. It's not like overly bitter.
I know you say you didn't like much bitter stuff, right?
Yeah. And I'm okay with it as long as it's not like the whole finish.
Feel free to check it. We got more. We got a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
So for those of y'all who don't know,
that's really good.
Our friend Jess here is married to our very good friend Josh Levine, Slim Zink.
Slim
Zink. So
he's behind the camera.
Yeah, he's over here. Yeah. And then so we had Josh on twice, and like we've always wanted to have Jess on. We talked about it here and there, and then it wasn't until the end of the year where she's like, I watch Wednesday. I want to come on the show. We're gonna talk about it. I was like, all right, let's fucking make it happen. It's the last episode of the year. We're gonna go out with a bang. Steven's petting his
Petting my pussy. His name is Georgie.
Yeah. So Steven, tell us, how you doing?
Huh? What?
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Are you doing good? Everything
Yeah.
good?
I was just trying to look for this beer that on there.
I don't think they have a can.
Yeah, I don't think they have a picture, but I was interested because I see a couple of other things on here, and they have one called Yeet.
Yeet. Yeet.
Get that. Yeet.
Yeet the hops.
Wait, you're not kidding?
No, I'm not kidding. It says Yeet.
Wow. Is that from this year?
Yeah, it looks like it's a Pale Ale New England.
I'll say this about Freetail. I don't think I've ever tasted the same two twice. I think I've always tried like a different flavor.
You know what's crazy is that Freetail was actually one their first beer. Well, on our first episode, we had one of Freetail, their Oktober Fiesta. So we just had, it was literally me, Matthew, and Steven at a table, no microphones. We had like
just a 6-pack. We didn't even have
just had
nothing.
We didn't have ice or nothing. We just had a 6-pack just sitting in the middle of the fucking table.
We had, yeah, it was a 6-pack, but it was literally a 3-pack because we already had the three that we were gonna drink.
Yeah.
And we had just put the 3 in front, and that was it. There was nothing else. No background, no nothing.
Those make for the best moments, though.
You go back and watch that episode. Yeah, it's so weird going back and watch that. Like, it's like...
That's where you started from, you know?
And at that,
humble
too,
roots.
we had no mics, so we had the mic on the camera roll here yelling, like, hey, you know.
And then we didn't have no ring light either. We had to use Eddie's lamp.
Humble beginnings, man. Humble beginnings.
That was some fun times.
Yeah, make sure you talk loud. Yeah, talk loud.
Yeah, and clear. And if you know us, like, we're real muffled when we talk, you know. I apparently don't open my mouth when I talk. So
I mumble a lot too. I was worried about that.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding.
Once the debate gets more heated when we talk about movies and shows, then I'll get louder.
So speaking of movies and shows, some of us, not all of us, but for the most part, we have created our own list of top 10 movies, top 10 TV shows, or our I guess. I wouldn't necessarily say top 10, but just like our
I
favorite.
just realized I can't even open my list because I'm working the camera from my phone.
I'm pretty sure it's hard because you watch a lot of shows. But I guess to start off, I mean, because again, the whole reason that you're here is because we're going to talk about Wednesday. We still are. So I think before we actually get into it, I mean, we should at least just kind of go off of some of our lists. We could. I have more than 10.
I do too.
So
I tried to really narrow it down.
Yeah,
I did try.
Yeah. So I guess what I'm gonna do first is I'm just gonna go off my number 10 and the ones that didn't make it. I'll just name them off.
Okay.
The 2 that I watched, and again, like these lists is just pretty much like we're gonna name it. Whatever show, movie, we talk about a little bit, and then we'll just move on or whatever, So if you watched it, you have anything to say, say what, we'll talk about it. You got nothing to say, then we'll move on. So for me, the 2 shows that didn't make it on my list that I watched this year, one of them was like a big surprise for me, one of them was Bel-Air. You watched that one on Peacock?
I didn't.
It's like the reimagining of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
So even that got a spinoff?
No, it's not just a spinoff. Like it's like a whole
continuation.
It's a whole reimagining. So you know how Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was sitcom.
Uh-huh.
An audience in the background. Hey, audience. How's it? And applause and and ooh and stuff like that. This was like an actual show called Bel-Air. And
real dramatic,
and it was
more like a series.
It was more dramatic.
There's a story to follow.
Like a
and it was the same story. It was like Will, but it was like
he got in some trouble, just relaxing, maxing, chilling all cool and playing some b-ball.
Yeah. It was. When I say surprising, like it was surprising because I was like, a Bel-Air show.
We were both kind of like.
I was like, what? Like a dramatic take on Fresh Prince? Like, what the fuck is this? And then
I was the first one to start watching it.
Yeah.
Where'd you see it advertised? Is it only on Peacock or?
I think I saw like a couple of trailers, and then of course I listened to a podcast, so they kept talking about it. So the way
I found out about it was SNL did a spoof on it, but they did their version of like a dramatic Steve Urkel. Which was fucking hilarious. And I was like, and I thought they were kidding around when they said, Will Smith is coming out with his new series, Bel-Air, and a different take of, the Fresh Prince and this and that. And I was like, what? It's like, is that real? And then they go on into their spoof and they're talking about Steve Urkel and he's all like just super like dramatic.
Yeah. It's actually really good. I highly suggest, check it out.
So it surprised you.
It's super melodramatic, but it's like yeah, it's good. Like it's actually really good. So yeah, that was on my list, but it kind of got pushed out aside. Another one that got pushed out was Pam and Tommy, and I think that's on Hulu.
Totally forgot about that one.
Yeah, that one
never even saw.
Was
that
basically just about like Pam Anderson and Tommy
Lee.
Lee.
We actually did see it. Yeah, it took us a while to finish it because I had a really busy time, but honestly, I was shocked. It kept us like intrigued the whole time.
It was good, but like again too, like it was just like I think I had it as my top 10, but
I think because I was so young when the whole like ploy happened, I never knew like the backstory on what really happened.
Yeah,
to
and
her,
that
so
show really dives into like what she dealt with, like it was pretty,
on that side of
pretty
it.
messed up.
Yeah,
but,
it was nice to see her point of view. I think that's why it interested me so much.
Yeah, and then I think it was Sebastian Stan who plays Tommy Lee and Lily James who played Pam. Yeah. So like, but it was good. I liked it. But actually, on my list, my number 10, and the only reason I have it on there is because I am biased. I do love nerd shit. I didn't love the show. Was Obi-Wan. Super disappointed with that show. Steven knows how disappointed I was with it. But there are things in it that I really like, so that's why I made it on my list. And it's Star Wars, so.
Did you like The Mandalorian better?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, Mandalorian's pretty. It's top tier. Joshua didn't want to talk about it.
Josh would like fall asleep through it, so I had to watch it by myself.
Sorry, guys.
That's the one thing I hate about him.
He still hasn't even seen.
It was almost a deal breaker for us. We almost didn't get married.
Has he ever seen any of the original stuff?
I don't know.
I don't know, Josh.
We haven't.
I still have it, guys. Sorry.
We know. Yeah.
I did see all the Harry Potters though.
And that took forever. It did. I'm not gonna lie. It took forever.
What's wrong with you?
I'm sorry.
I binge watch. I do. I can. As long as I'm not falling asleep, I'll binge watch it. I'll be up till like 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah,
if
same.
it's that good.
Same.
Yeah.
My eyes will be so red from not blinking.
Yeah. So real quick, I just to say my number 9, and then you can go on to start your list. My number 9 was Dahmer.
Okay.
I put Dahmer on there. Just that show itself was real like cringy to watch, like a lot of stuff that happens. But I think that's kind of like what it speaks to how good it is. Because just like
I love
evokes
Evan
that
Peters.
emotion. Yeah, and him too. Sheesh, yeah. What do you say? We're gonna party hardy. But yeah, so that shit made on there. So yeah, so I'll go and pass it on to you.
Okay.
Well,
How many did you do?
I did.
5?
I did 9 and 10, and my I guess 2 honorable mentions. So.
Okay, so Dahmer was one for me because I was like a huge fan of American Horror Story up until like the season Roanoke. So Evan Peters, Sarah Paulson, I definitely binge watched Ratchet in like one day.
He's in Ratchet?
No, Sarah Paulson.
Oh, Sarah Paulson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think her, and Jessica Lange are like 3 big, kind of icons.
Yeah.
For the whole like horror scene. So oh my gosh, the way he did Dahmer was just free. Like I think one episode I got chills.
Yeah, he's spooky. He's really weird. Who's he married to? Think they married to somebody? Got a Wi-Fi in this bitch. But yeah, good show.
I did watch season 2 of Russian Doll, and I was actually kind of disappointed.
Really?
The first season had me like hooked,
Interesting.
and the second season just didn't keep my
attention
at all. Like I watched the same 2-3 episodes like repeatedly, and I just
I could see that. I could see that.
know?
I mean, definitely the first season was amazing. I mean, it was kind of something
Yeah.
just out of the park. Like
the ideas
Like-
were different, and it
yeah,
kind of
and
captivated you.
it was kind of like when me and Erica had stumbled upon Stranger Things the first season,
His wife.
and it was just like, oh my god, this is good. And then like we found Russian Doll because I like that the actress Natasha, and I was like, oh, let's give it a watch. And we're like, oh shit, this is actually really good. So yeah, and then I kind of think because of the pandemic too, the second season they came out way too.
You waited with
Yeah.
anticipation, so I really thought it was gonna be like
And we
a
kind of
kicker,
had, we also kind of had forgot like what happened.
Yeah.
In the first season, so we kind of had to get
Recap.
recap a little bit. So
What's interesting is that I was telling Steve, I think last episode, is that they're coming out with a new Star Wars show. It's called The Acolyte, and it's the showrunner for Russian Doll is supposed to run that show. So people are looking forward to that one.
Yeah, she's a unique character. I do like her as an actress. I was just kind of let down by that one. Let's see. What's another one? Did you guys see Inventing Anna? The series?
No.
With the girl from Ozark?
Oh. Yeah, I didn't
forget
see
her
it,
name.
but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I watched
It
it,
topped me off.
and I think, like, the story was interesting, but just her voice, like, so over the top. Like,
Is it that chick from she's in Ozarks, right?
Yeah.
With the curly hair?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
the
Oh,
blonde.
okay. Yeah, I started watching Ozark. That show is pretty good. I got to finish it though.
oh yeah, no, Ozark's good for sure. I actually
I
haven't.
hate the last season.
Really? I haven't finished it. Okay, no.
I don't hate it because it was a bad season. I hate
Mm-hmm.
it because of
What happened.
What happens. I was
Okay.
just so
Well,
pissed
no
off.
spoilers for that one
Yeah.
because I do love Ozark.
So Inventing Anne.
Okay, and then I don't know if is there any shows that y'all watch on Netflix and they just come out with one season and then it just like dies off, or is that just me? Like I'm the only one who watches weird stuff.
I don't know. It just depends. It catches my attention. You know, I'm.
I don't
I
know-
watched
I don't know about-
Archive 81 and I watched Behind Her Eyes and they just had that one season and
Mm-hmm.
then they just got cut off and I was like,
Yeah, that's the thing with Netflix is that like they put out so much
yeah,
that like you know they're really I guess kind of loosey goosey with like who they give shows to whatever, and like if they catch on then they catch on, if they don't then they don't. You know, like
yeah.
I can't think of a show from Netflix other than Resident Evil
Mm-hmm.
that came out this year as well. But that was just a terrible show too. So I'm just glad they
You're like, so
canceled
that's why they didn't
it. So
continue
I'm glad they
it.
canceled it. But I know what you mean because I have run into some shows on other streaming platforms that, oh my god, this is such a good show. I can't wait for the second season. And then
Yeah.
they're just like, nope, we're not doing it no more.
so. Which ones are those two? You said.
These that I watched that only have one season. It's called Behind Her Eyes, and the other one is Archive 81.
Okay.
And I was pretty pissed about them not having a second season.
Yeah.
So, the other one that it has a huge crowd following is Cobra Kai, but I personally think it's so corny. Like it's
Definitely
just-
real
I
over
grew up on the
melodramatic.
yes, I grew up on the Karate Kid and stuff, but like
I like it. It's entertaining. Definitely the first two seasons were my favorite.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I
think
could definitely
so?
see that. You know, this third season was just like, oh my god.
Well,
Like,
Yeah.
the fourth one came out this year. No, the fourth season came out this year.
yeah,
yes.
Yeah,
I think,
so-
I think they're going on to a fifth.
Yeah. So I haven't watched the fourth one. I love the first two seasons.
You're a big fan
I
too.
I watched the third one and then
He-
like
at first, he didn't want to watch it.
yeah I didn't want to
Were
watch it.
you
I'm
team
like,
Cobra Kai or are you team
he's never
Miyagi-Do?
even, he's
I've
never
never
seen any of the
Karate
Karate
Kids.
Kids.
None of the movies.
None of the movies.
How are you watching this after school special show first?
because I've seen I've seen I've seen the Jaden Smith one. I know what happens.
No,
No,
that's
that's totally
not even
different. That's
original.
not-
Oh, it's
no.
the same
It's
thing.
No,
no,
it's
it's
not.
not.
Same.
No.
No,
No.
Yeah.
You have to go back.
racist.
Go back.
Jackie Chan.
Racist.
That's like trying. No, there's
Same
no
thing.
comparison.
But no, yeah, I liked it because it was like how he's so stuck in the 80s. He still calls like people like what do you like? He's just so,
Oh,
I feel like-
I like in this last season he was all when I'll just spoil one thing. He starts doing Uber and Uber Eats and stuff like that.
Oh no.
And someone asks like, "Oh, can you put Billie Eilish?" Oh, hell yeah, he rocks. And he thinks he's talking about Billy Idol.
Beanie eyelash.
That's funny. That's pretty funny.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Billie Eilish.
No.
But yeah, no, I haven't seen the fourth season.
Honestly, Josh was watching it first, and every time I would walk into the room, it just seemed like, oh, I don't like you. I'm gonna fight you in your
Oh,
backyard.
no,
like,
it's very again very melodramatic.
Don't hurt.
But I think,
like every time I walked in the room, I'm like, there's.
but I think that's its intent is supposed to be like that. I mean, come on, like it's literally
Okay,
like,
but if you go back and you watch the original movies, you'll see what we're talking about.
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
And you see that Daniel Russo was not the Karate Kid. It was always Johnny.
okay,
Lawrence.
Marty Stinson, we get it, man. But yeah, no, it's I I think that's why I like it the most. But it's basically like two dojos, like in their like rival gang. It's yeah, it's just it's silly, but it's pretty cool.
I think that honestly, I watch a lot of documentaries too. I was a big fan of Mindhunters, and a new season came out.
Wait, what?
Not
The-
recently, but I think it was the beginning of this year. No.
No, because
Or was it last year?
You're talking about the show Mindhunters?
Uh-huh.
Like it's not a documentary, right?
Mm-mm.
You're talking about that show, right? Oh, that show was good.
Oh, so you liked it too?
Yeah,
we
Oh
loved
yeah, I
it.
wish there was a third season. That show is
little
so good. Yeah, it is super slow, but like it's like I don't know, like it's suspenseful. It like I like that kind of like that like that they're kind of going after these serial killers. They create the term serial killer, you know. So I thought that was really interesting.
Finding all the data and stuff like
Yeah,
that, you
yeah.
kind of see how it came to
And then
be
like
about.
his interview process, yeah, the show's really good.
Yeah, I loved it. Okay, well, it's Steven's shows now.
Yeah.
Let's
Put him on the spot. He's been looking.
Okay, I mean, so you did a couple of honorable mentions. A couple for me. One was it? Where is it? I just saw it right now. Here, give me 1 second. The After Party. The After Party had a whole bunch of comedians. It's got John Raffio. What's his name?
Jason Schwartzman.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, it was pretty funny. It was kind of something we stumbled upon on Apple TV Plus, and I mean, it was good, but it just kind of kept dragging on because it was like a little murder mystery kind of thing too. Dave Franco comes out in it. He's fucking douchebag in there. He plays a funny douchebag, and yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty funny, but it definitely did not make my top, TV shows. Another one was what was it? I was watching
Steven
it
watches
earlier.
a lot.
Halo.
Yeah, it came out this year.
Yeah. I was real disappointed with it. I mean,
I think everybody was.
I don't know, because I only played the video games. I never read like the books or whatever. So I don't know if they were basically trying to go off the books or off the video games or what. So but I did like some of the throwbacks that they did to it, where they were actually showing like them shooting, and then like their suits would start like the malfunction sound when the shields were going down, like toot, 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 toot.
Oh yeah. So that's in the show, like
yeah, that's actually in the show. So that was pretty cool. So those would be like my two honorable mentions. I guess I had mentioned earlier, one of the worst shows I ever seen I was real disappointed with was Resident Evil. I was really disappointed with that one. But, again, I can't expect anything from it. They have not been able to do good with that franchise ever. I mean, even with the movies and everything, it's just so hard to do.
It's kind of crazy how, like, you go back and, like, literally, like, the first Resident Evil was, like, the best thing they ever did. And even at that, it wasn't that great, But it was, like, that's the best thing,
Now,
well, because some things should just stop there. It doesn't need a reboot. It doesn't need a remake.
I did like this. I did like
sequel,
the second one, how, like, they goes into the city, but then it just gets, like, super ridiculous, And it just goes on from
like,
there.
now it's just silly.
Yeah. Now,
the second movie,
now it's silly.
The second movie, they merged Resident Evil 2 and 3 together.
Yeah,
they had
Nemesis. Yeah.
Oh, wait, so I have a question for you. Since you mentioned murder mystery, what's your favorite murder mystery show that you've ever watched? Is it like Bates Motel, Dexter, like what?
Ooh,
Or you like
Bates Motel.
CSI vibe?
I love
Yeah.
Bates Motel. Bates Motel
Okay.
is one of my favorites.
You like it because it's here for me.
More like
Smoke show.
Olivia Cook.
She's in the show?
Yeah, she's in the
Yeah.
show.
Smoke show.
And the guy that plays the good doctor,
Yeah,
Charlie
yeah.
from Charlie. I forget his name from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, Charlie and Chocolate Factory.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, the little boy.
Johnny Depp?
No, not
No.
Johnny Depp.
Oh, I forgot.
And then I guess I'll name another honorable mention, and you'll probably be upset with me. I don't know, maybe. House of the Dragons.
Fuck you.
I didn't see that.
I mean, it's just Game of Thrones. It's just Game of
Oh.
Thrones.
Shut
It's
up.
just call it what it is.
Shut up.
Just lots of sex, incest, and blood everywhere.
Grow up.
Like in
okay?
every episode,
Pretty much.
Sex sells.
it does.
Now, two of my surprising shows that I've seen that are like, oh my god, these are really good. Tulsa King with Sylvester
I
Stallone.
still haven't watched it.
Oh my god,
And that's because I told you about it. I'm like,
yeah.
oh, it's so good. And I haven't even watched it.
yeah. So I actually was surprised, like, man, this is actually really good, and it's got Martin Starr in it too.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, this is actually pretty good.
How old is he now?
At least in his 60s, maybe.
But he still looks pretty good though.
Yeah. Can we get a fact check on that, please?
Somebody check his age.
Check his
I
age.
don't know.
He still sounds exactly the same though.
And then another one that was real cute to watch that me and my wife Erica loved was Loot.
Loot.
Yeah, with Maya Rudolph.
He's up there. He's 76.
Oh dang, 76.
Whoa, he's almost 80.
Yeah, I'll still kick your ass.
He's like
Yeah,
high 70s.
But Loot was another good one. That's also on Apple TV Plus. That one was real funny. I thought that was good.
What's
And then,
what's the setting?
So she's just it's her and what's the Ben from Parks and Rec? Adam.
Adam Scott.
Adam Scott. They're like married. He's a billionaire because he came up with this new company and everything, and he's cheating on her. She finds out, and because that she supported him through everything, she like gets pretty much half of everything that he owns.
So it's more like drama.
So she's like a billionaire, but it's also like a comedy. And like she has this charity that she had started but was never involved with. So like now she's trying to get involved with it because she's trying to like make herself look better than just being like a typical billionaire who just goes and parties and gets drunk and whatnot. You know, she's trying to do good and this and that. And it was actually really good. It was funny. What's the guy? I forget the actor's name, but he's the one that comes out like on all the Broken Lizard movies. He was from Beer Fest.
Jane, the dark one?
No. He's
Dark.
he's not one of the main characters. He's kind of like one of those off characters.
Sub-characters?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
He was in Beer Fest though. He was the one like Grandpapa.
Oh, Grandpapa. Oh, the dude from fucking like
From
Nano Teen movie.
I think so. He was in Married.
Okay, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know his name though.
He comes out in it too. He's got a real good character arc in there. I mean, I just think it's funny. It was real good.
So you said that's on Apple TV Plus?
Yeah, Apple TV Plus.
Nat Faxon?
Yeah.
Nate Faxon.
Or, that's it. Oh, yeah, there it goes.
Just like, oh, I see.
Nathaniel.
So you said
Yeah,
that
Nathaniel.
that's on Apple TV Plus?
Yeah, Apple TV
That's crazy
Plus.
because like you said it had Adam Scott, and Adam Scott's on another show on Severance, which I hear is really good. I watched the first episode, boring as fuck, but that's what everybody says about the first episode. You keep watching, like, and people have been saying that it's like it's.
Well, that's the way it was with Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad was kind of like the first.
I think that first season's amazing, but yeah, but people have been saying that the season finale for Severance is like amazing. So I want to go back and watch that. But I have heard really good things about it.
So Breaking Bad as a show, what would you rate it, like 1 to 10? Because I watched the same episodes in the first seasons, like I would say at least 3-4 times, and I still cannot like.
I've watched the first.
I just always remember that scene with him in his underwear, like just standing there in the desert, and I never get any further than that. And I'm like,
I've watched the first 1.5 episodes, and I watched the finale.
yeah, that's it.
I didn't watch
there was like no in
anything.
between.
Yeah, because they watched it. So like when they watched the finale, I sat down and watched it. I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but I like it. You know.
I give it like a 9.
Okay, so maybe I need to go try harder.
I mean,
with
it starts
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
better and better, and it's the same thing with Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
Better Call Saul gets better and better. Which I'm waiting for that last season to come out so we can finish it.
Well, that came out this year too, no?
Yeah.
Did y'all end up seeing Pieces of Her? That came out this year, right? On Netflix.
Netflix.
The mom has like all these secrets, and the daughter is like starting to unravel like pieces of her past, and
I don't know,
it's,
maybe Netflix. Okay, they put out a bunch of
yeah,
shit. So it's
they
kind of
really
like
do.
it's kind of like hard to
Really
like.
do. And it might be another one of those where it's just one season.
And the thing is
then
with
it's done,
Netflix,
like,
which I do want to get into because like I have 2 Netflix shows. Like, thing is with Netflix, like the way they put out shows, they're just drop it all at one. Their binge structure is terrible because people watch things, they binge it all at once. 2 weeks later, no one talks about it, so it's like it's forgotten about, you know. So like, you know,
that top 10 in the U.S. between movies and shows, it's a constant fluctuation. You're like hot for 1 second, and then it's on to the next. Like,
yeah, and especially again if you drop it all at once, like I think week to week, as frustrating as it is to like not be able to get everything you want all at once, I think week to week is what you got to do.
I was surprised Wednesday and Stranger Things stayed on for so long.
Well, that's the thing, because
Like-
I do have Stranger Things on my list, but no one talks about it no more.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even hear. But like I had to look to see if it came out this year, and it did.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, like that came out this year, you know. So like real fast, you know, since we could get through our TVs real fast, we could jump into our conversation. I'll list off all mine until I get to my top 3. I'll stop at 4, so that way we could do that real, So I stopped off at 9. My number 8. Sorry guys, is Wednesday. Wednesday's my number 8. I'm not gonna say anything about it because we're gonna talk about it in a little while.
Disrespectful.
I'm not gonna say anything about it, but and I put it there not because it's a bad show, only because I like the other things better. That's the only reason why.
That's fair.
Okay.
I'll tell you this though, just kind of real quick. I actually enjoyed Wednesday than a lot of the Marvel and Star Wars that came out.
I agree. I like Tim Burton though. I really love Tim Burton, so I'm just a sucker for,
Yeah.
Because there are certain Marvel shows that I've seen like twice already, and certain and Star Wars shows, and then some of them I'm just like, okay, I saw it, I'm over it.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up.
Wednesday I've already seen like 2-3 times.
Wait, really
already.
quick, did anybody see She-Hulk?
Yes.
Gross.
Okay, I thought it was kind of like,
Sucked.
I thought it was going somewhere. It didn't go anywhere.
Spoiler alert, it's not on my list.
Okay, all right, okay. Well, she was Wednesday was 8. What's your name?
she unfortunately She-Hulk would have not been on my list.
Yeah, get the
no.
she out of my Hulk. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't disagree, but we'll just leave Hulk to Hulk.
So my number 7 is Stranger Things season 4. Real quick, I just say that I think it's on par or even better than the first season of Stranger Things. It's creepy, it's good, and it's memorable. I really loved it. Number 6 is Miss Marvel. And that's my only Marvel show on here. I thought Miss Marvel was super good. The actress that played her, she's great. Like it gave off Spider-Man vibes. She's young. She's like, excited to be a superhero, or whatever. I thought it was fun. Plus, it really dives into a lot of Pakistani Muslim, kind of culture. So like, I'm really intrigued with that. So that's why I really liked it. Number 5 is The Boys season 3. I mean, it's The Boys season 3. I mean, it's The Boys. It was really good. And I'll stop right here. Number 4 is The Bear. You ever watch The Bear?
No.
The Bear? Oh, The Bear.
What is it?
It's a limited series. It's on Hulu.
It's not limited. They're gonna do a second season.
Oh no, maybe, but hopefully.
I hope so.
It's super short. I think it's like 7 or 8 episodes, and it's basically like this this kitchen in Chicago. Oh, this restaurant in Chicago, and like
it's in Chicago.
Yeah. So like
Chi-town.
The main character, he's from Shameless. He basically comes and like takes over the restaurant because his brother passed away. Yeah. His older brother passed away.
Not passed.
And so he pretty much takes over the restaurant without spoiling anything. Like he has to deal with all of it.
Right.
And yeah, spoilers. And yeah, it's really good. It's really tense. It's like, I've heard people say like if you worked in the kitchen, it very much like gives off that feel like that pressure, that anxiety, everything. Like, and there's one episode like it's just straight like just pure anxiety, and it's really good. But it's like you watch that, you're like, I need a fucking break. Like, I need a break.
You're like, I don't even work there, but I just want to take a break from watching.
But it's really good.
I'm kind of like limited right now on what I can eat and stuff like that. So, I really wanted to get like a really good sandwich the other day for lunch, and I was like, where can I go? And I forgot that there's this place called Wild Barley, which I need to schedule. We're gonna do a episode with them that I need to schedule. But anyways, so I went, and they do that. Yes, chef. All right, chef. And then like the guy was like, how long has that been down? Oh, it's been out. How long do we need to put it down? Oh, I'm sorry, it's been overdone. It's like, yes, so we need to start it over. Yes, chef. They were like, oh, dang.
It's like Hell's Kitchen for real.
Yeah. Well, not, like, he wasn't like being like a total dick, but he's like, it's okay. It's just, but if we're in a rush, we need to make sure that we're doing things the way we need to be doing it.
It was like gourmet style.
Like
orderly.
Everything needs to be timed.
Which this show kind of goes into why they are like that, it's understandable,
Mm-hmm.
It's a really good show. I think you should check it out. I think you really like it.
I will.
So I'll go ahead and stop there, and I'll top you off.
This is so good. It really is.
If you hear stuff pops in fire in the background, there's it's New Year's is about to happen.
It is New Year's. So.
You guys did good. Wait, did y'all pick this together or
he picked that one?
You just.
Yep.
So you want to go with the rest of your episodes, or you want me
to? You can go ahead.
Okay, so my number 10 and number 8 was number 10 being, like I said, Tulsa King. Number 9 being Loot. Another one of my favorite shows this year. I'm probably gonna have to put it at number 8. was the last season of The Walking Dead. I mean, the show is already kind of dragging so long, so much. I'm surprised they went as far as it did. But the last season was pretty good. But you know, it did, even though it was the last season, it didn't feel like it was over because of the fact that they're doing spin-offs.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, oh well, we know a few of these characters are still going to go on. So it's not like we did lose a few characters, but it was like characters that they were there at one point, and then they just kind of brought them back to fill in that, oh, what happened to them? And like, oh, there they are. Mm-hmm. And then they just killed them off. And it's like...
You're like, but the rest of the show doesn't...
Sucks, yeah.
Like the core characters, like the ones that you actually care about.
But those characters, like, people were actually starting to like, and then they just, like, disappeared. And then all of a sudden they came back, and it's just like, what the hell? And then they kill them off, and it's like,
yeah.
Well,
I'm sure for
sucks.
The Walking Dead fans, though, it's a comfort because, you know, when you finish a series and you feel like your life is over, it has no meaning. Like, you're just kind of in limbo. Like, what do I watch now?
Like you said with that one, like, they have, like, a bunch of spin-offs.
That's what I'm saying. They'll have that comfort.
I mean, and we still got one spin-off still going on with Fear the Walking Dead. So, I mean, it's kind of like we weren't really missing anything. Another one is gonna be where is it? I just saw it right here. Peacemaker. Peacemaker is gonna be my number 7. It was really good, but at the same time really corny. But it was funny. I thought John Cena did a good job when he did Peacemaker for the Suicide Squad.
Yeah. And
then for him to get his own show. My favorite character from that series was Vigilante, his quote unquote friend. Like,
I haven't seen it. I heard it's good, and I know right now there's a lot of things going on with DC. We're not going to get into it right now because that's
too much,
a whole episode on its own. But yeah, I mean, I'm eager to see if that character is going to stay on at all. You know, because R.I.P. Henry Cavill. Sad about it.
Yeah. So another one, that was my number 7. So my number 6 is going to be Winning Time, about the Lakers dynasty, how pretty much they kind of like started. It's kind of telling the career of Magic Johnson, and how he kind of was as a young player to what he is now. I think there's probably a couple more seasons going on with that one.
Was that like first season only about him?
No, it was really about him. It was about him and the guy that eventually took over the Lakers, played by John C. Reilly, which he was really good on there too. It's like, motherfucker. I know you touched my drums, though.
Is it Adam McKay?
Huh?
It's
an Adam McKay
who
production.
did Step Brothers.
Yeah, who actually did Step Brothers. So, I mean, that one was a really good show. It was, kind of drama and stuff like that. Kind of like makes Magic Johnson look pretty bad, too. Like, damn, he was a dick. Like, yeah, he sucked. And I know Eddie's a little frustrated with me right now because, I'm just trying to go off of what I see here. I'm going to go with number 6, Tales of the Jedi. It's a short anime. It was really good. Not anime, but animation, like kind of like Clone Wars and Rebels. It just tells some backstories of like from Ahsoka when
kind of like fills in the blanks a lot.
Yeah. Stuff. Count Dooku and stuff like that. His younger.
Probably one of the best. It's short episodes, but that one is like literally one of the best, like anything Star Wars I've ever seen. Like with Yaddle, they fucking made Yaddle matter,
Yeah.
What's this cat doing?
He's got his legs fully spread and he doesn't give.
Damn, he's going to town on himself. Jeez. Georgie, cut it out.
Another one that I like that is weird. They're getting a second season, but it's weird. HBO cut them off, and they're still filming the second season. But I'm not sure if they're gonna show it on HBO for the second season, and then they're gonna try to find a new home, or they're already just looking for a new home, and that's why they're continuing filming. But it's a show called Minx, and it has Jake Johnson from New Girl, and I forget the actress's name, but she played one of the collector's servants.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And it's pretty much kind of the birth of male pornography.
Wow.
And it was actually really funny and really interesting to watch. I mean, considering, male pornography, but like...
Steven, you watch a lot of stuff with sex.
It was just like unheard of. But it was just like unheard. That's just one show.
It's just one.
Yeah.
Males,
Game
no
of Thrones,
pornography.
Yeah.
Walking Dead.
And I mean, it was good. It was it was an interesting discovery to actually find it. And I was just like, okay, I'm gonna take a look at it. And it was weird though, because it was just one of those episodes that they actually had all the episodes on HBO, where like HBO does weekly and stuff like that. So, but it was pretty good. And then I was just recently watching something else, but
That 70s show.
yeah, no, but that didn't come out this year. And I'll let you go, Jess. So
Mine are all out of order, honestly.
Just
Like,
name them off.
Did y'all watch any of Cabinet of Curiosities?
No.
It's almost like it was like a new, like peculiar Black Mirrors. Like if Black Mirrors wasn't weird enough on its own, like they're just like these short stories with like random storylines and like weird situations. I don't know.
Like anthologies,
Yeah.
like each one's a different one.
Yeah, and it's just, I don't know. It was a weird vibe. It wasn't bad though. It kept me watching it, so I was like, I don't really like love it or hate it, but I watched it. Like,
Was that on Netflix?
Yeah.
Fucking Netflix.
I know, right? You know what surprised me? After Dahmer came out, so many people went back and it seemed like they watched the John Wayne Gacy tapes. And I watched that when it first came out.
That episode where I know we talked about Dahmer already, but when they showed John Wayne Gacy, I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
so
that
weird.
was like, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Did you see what is it? It just came out this year. The Texas Killing Lands.
No, I
So
did see it.
watched
I
that one.
want to watch it.
Yeah, it's like a mini, 3-episode series or something.
Damn,
but
3 episodes?
honestly, like out of all the documentaries and shows that I've watched this year, that one was kind of a letdown. It
Really?
was, yeah.
Damn.
I think the pace of it, like, I don't know. There's just a way to make a documentary that keeps people hooked, even if the information isn't all that bedazzling in it.
Yeah.
Like it just kind of, it wasn't my cup of tea. It wasn't in the top 10, but I did watch it though because we're Texans, so.
Well,
I think they could have done a little bit better with it.
Yeah, like real quick. I mean, you mentioned documentaries. Like, and one I've been watching right now that I'm really into, oddly, is Meghan and Harry.
What is that?
The Prince Harry.
You
and
started
Meghan
with
Markle.
that? Oh gosh.
It's good.
Are you
fucking
serious?
good.
I was not expecting you to say that.
I don't know why. I like.
I said, what is that? Like,
I like Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. They're pretty cool.
I think
they're pretty cool.
I think the only like girly show that I've watched like that in a while.
Girly?
Meghan and Harry.
What?
Did you see that Sex and the City had a continuation show on HBO Max?
Yeah.
It's called And Just Like That. I actually watched that one. It actually wasn't a bad continuation. You should go watch it.
Does Prince Harry and Meghan Markle come on there?
I'll go watch
real
it.
quick, I got my 6 and 5.
Okay.
My 5 and 4. Number 5, I forgot that this new season came out on Hulu. Reservation Dogs.
Oh, okay.
Is that where they do the breeding and training?
No. Reservation Dogs is a show by
Taika Waititi.
Taika Waititi, the director for Thor, Love and Thunder, and Ragnarok. It's pretty much like about these teens that live on an Indian reservation or Native American reservation. Excuse me. It just kind of just shows them getting into their shit. Kind of like it's a real coming of age story. They're dealing with a friend that had took his life a year prior, to the show. Mm-hmm. That was the first season, so they're just kind of dealing with it.
Yeah.
And the second season kind of goes on, continues on with that. The second season, I will admit, it didn't make my list, but it's a good show. It's a really good show. It's funny at times, but it's like real heartfelt. I know one episode in particular really got you with what's his name? Cheese. Yeah.
He's
One of the
my
characters
favorite.
named Cheese.
He's my favorite.
It's real like heartfelt. It's real wholesome. Again, like there are some funny moments where you just watch these kids just kind of
So
coming to their own.
Little spoiler alert: there's this guy Cheese, and he's like for some reason roaming the free clinic or something like that, and he runs into this old lady, and the old lady thinks it's his grandson, and she ends up starting taking care of him, and he lives with
her like
such an endearing moment, right?
Yeah, and and he enjoys it. Like he enjoys her company too, and they enjoy their company. And then I think at one point she realized that you're not my grandson, right? And she's like, no. And he's like, well, it's all good. And she's like, whatever.
They made the bond already, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And then my number 4, it's another one on HBO Max that I just kind of like stumbled upon. Our Flag Means Death.
It's another Taika Waititi show.
It's a comedy. It's about these group of pirates, like these group of guys that are trying to be pirates, and they just like the stuff that they just kind of get themselves into and stuff. And it's funny though too because they start trying to make a flag because the pirate ship needs a flag,
right? So
they know like oh shit, it's a pirates. And one episode they just like start sewing stuff together, and like he's got like a kitty with a sword or something, and it's just like
fly high.
It's fucking hilarious. It's funny. I suggest it's a good watch.
Does it have a lot of that dry satire like humor in it?
A little bit.
Yeah. That's very much like his kind of style. I don't know if you've ever seen What We Do in the Shadows, the show on
Netflix.
Yes,
I have. On Hulu, right?
The guy who does that, Taika Waititi, is the same guy.
See, that's why it's so hard to do a top 10 with shows because I even forget. Yeah, the new season of What We Do in the Shadows came out this year too, and oh my god, it was freaking.
I was saying there's a lot of shows that came out this year. Yeah,
it's been a long year,
but
you guys.
I definitely have a good top. I think I have a good top 3. Again, none of them are Marvel or Star Wars.
Once we take a break, I'll go back and review my top 3 because mine were not in order at all, and I definitely have my movies down though.
All right. What y'all need to do is y'all need to drink those beers.
Yeah, we need to get to the new ones.
Yeah. So, do y'all want me to just go off my 3 right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think my third one is gonna be on your list, and we could talk about it if it is The Offer. The Offer. That's my top 3. So I'll wait till we get to you talk about it. Do you know what The Offer is? It's one of the first shows on Paramount Plus, and it's basically the making of The Godfather.
Okay.
It shows like the people behind like what it took to make the movie, and it's a show. It's really good. But again, I'll talk about why I liked it more when Steven gets to it. My number 2 is House of Dragon, because fuck you, that was a good fucking show. For the longest time I didn't watch Game of Thrones. Like when the show was out, I didn't watch it.
Avoided it.
It came and went. Yeah, whatever. It wasn't until I met Juju. Hey Juju, how you doing?
Ooh, that was a nice smile.
Stop rubbing your Georgie over there. So it wasn't until I met Juju that she, show me Game of Thrones. I loved it.
And there's 5 or 8 seasons?
8 seasons. It's so good. It was really good. And then this past year, I started rewatching it again. I watched the whole season again. It was good. So when we were finishing up Game of Thrones, House of Dragon was coming out. So it was like we were watching it like simultaneously, and like it gives you it puts you back into that feel. The reason why I wasn't in my number 1 is because they do a lot of time jumping, and the thing is like they have like in the beginning of the first few episodes, they have 2 actresses that play 2 characters, and then the last few episodes they have 2 older actresses playing them. Which is one of them is Olivia Cook, and they're amazing. Like they just like they pick up right where the younger actresses left off.
Blends seamlessly.
It's so good. I really loved it. The season finale just leaves it open for a second season. It's really good. Again, I highly suggest you guys just sit down and watch Game of Thrones because it's so good. And my number 1, it is a Star Wars show, but it's not only because it's Star Wars, but it's just a excellent written show, which is Andor, and I put that on my top one. Obviously, because it is Star Wars, but because like again, like it's so like smartly written. It is like in my opinion, and for a lot of people, it is the best written Star Wars anything since Empire Strikes Back. I think that like it was one of the shows that I watched like that brought tears to my eyes. It is getting it is getting like recognition Diego Luna, who is the star of the show, he is nominated for a Golden Globe, or not Golden Globe, or he's nominated for Golden Globe or a Critics' Choice Award. It's getting the recognition that it deserves. It's a great show. Like I just I love it. Yeah, it is slow, but it's not boring. I loved it. Like I loved everything about it. I really want to sit down and watch it again. And they are coming out with the season 2 that's gonna lead up to Rogue One. It's gonna and I'm just looking forward to it. So that's my top TV list of the year. So yeah.
Fair enough.
Thanks, Boo. Thanks.
Jess, you good or you want me to go?
You can go. Like I said, I'll gather mine after I take a restroom break. You guys are built like tanks.
Okay.
We're not taking a break to finish that beer.
Down the hatch.
Down the hatch. Okay, so for me, my number 3, it's actually a second season. I believe it did came out. The second season came out this year. I'm trying to confirm it. Maybe not. Shit. Thought it did. Just trying to think here. Hold on.
You know what? You said something about the directors, and I guess kind of like how they just harmoniously like make the transition with characters from being like younger to older. I think that's something like that people definitely underestimate when they do it like a bad job and then they're surprised. We were just talking about that when we were watching like Austin Powers. And I was like, they actually got kids who really look like them when they're older, when they're doing like the flashbacks of them in like school and stuff like that. I'm like, that's pretty funny.
Oh, that
like,
fucking kid.
And they all kind of sound like them too. Yeah.
Who throws that? Who throws a cupcake? Honestly. It's another one too. Is that like with young actresses? That
I'm just gonna need a confirmation here from one of the audiences. Not you. Righteous Gemstones. Did the second season come out this year or was it last year?
I think that was last year.
She's gonna Google it.
Yeah, but no, I was gonna say that like the beginning of I didn't watch the whole movie, but the Hocus Pocus 2. The beginning had the younger versions of them, and
Winnie.
All of them were like really good.
Winnie, Sarah, yeah.
That was the best part of the movie. After that, I turned it off.
Really? You didn't watch the rest of it? That was actually one of my questions for y'all. If y'all watched it.
Yeah, I started watching it. I didn't finish it.
If it came out last year, that's fine. I know what another one was I really liked. I just remembered that did come out this year. So I'll actually put this one in as my number 3. This one had what's the chick's name from Wedding Crashers? The crazy sister.
Because I'll find you.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Isla Fisher.
Yeah, Isla Fisher and okay, this year. Okay, well, anyways, and Josh Gad,
Okay.
Wolf Like Me.
Oh, okay.
That was actually a really, really good show.
Wolf Like Me.
Wolf Like Me. I believe that one came out on Peacock or Paramount.
Wait,
But,
is this the one where kids pretend to be like wolves?
No. So this is one where Josh Gad is a single father, and he gets into like this real bad accident where it happens to hit Isla Fisher's car. And like she's like, no, I'm fine, this and that, and like he's like trying to be a project to her and everything, and ends up that she has like a real big secret. He ends up falling in love with her, and or starts falling for her and everything, and she kind of does the same thing, but she has this secret, and ends up that the secret is that she's a wolf, and she's a wolf. and so
like she
turns
like
into
a
a
lichen?
werewolf.
Oh, okay.
A werewolf, yeah. So it was actually a really good show. It was pretty short. It looks like there will be a second season of that one coming out next year. So I can't wait for it. But it was actually really good.
She's the same girl from Shopaholic, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
My number 2 is going to be The Offering. Or The Offer. The Offer.
The Offer.
I just thought that was a really, really good show, miniseries. Well written. All the characters.
Miles Teller, Matt Good, Juno Temple.
yeah.
Fucking.
I want to see it. We haven't seen it.
Oh,
It's so good. If you're a fan of The Godfather, you would definitely be a fan of this, and it just makes you want to watch the Godfather movies again too.
All over.
Yeah. And then of course my number 1 is gonna be Wednesday.
And it was like, what, number 6, 8 on yours? So sad.
So we'll take a quick break. We're gonna get some refills and some potty breaks, and then we'll be right back.
What's going on, guys? And we are back. We all went potty, or at least some of us did.
Yeah.
And we got some refills. So, Miss
Yes.
Miss.
Miss Lil Gabagoo had got us some beers. So, Jess, why don't you tell us what you brought for us today? Oh. Sorry. There you go.
Sorry.
My bad.
You guys are the hardest to buy for.
Hey.
You know what I mean? Like, we've tried so many beers together. Well, especially you guys and Josh. But
Yeah, I think me and Steven together have like drinking a lot of beers.
honestly, we were looking for a dreamsicle one that had come out by a different brand that we hadn't spotted in specs, but we found this one instead because we couldn't find that one. So it's by Stone. It's called Tangerine Express Hazy IPA. I was really curious because I like citrus and it's a hazy IPA, so I guess we were like meeting in the middle.
You're speaking my language. Yeah, so this is from Stone
Brewing.
Yeah, Stone Brewing. I don't know where the fuck are they located at?
It smells really like
Oh,
potent.
brewed and canned in California and Richmond, Virginia, whatever.
Because it's not from Texas, whatever.
Yeah, not Virginia.
Yeah, whatever.
It's a hazy IPA with tangerine and pineapple. Ooh, 3 things that I like. Only thing missing is juju.
Hey.
Hey, whoa,
Coming at a 6.7% alcohol. So.
Sorry, I started drinking mine, but
Was it good? You already tasted it?
Well, because I've had this and it's really good, so I was like excited to start
So
drinking
you have had it before. Have you had it?
I don't think so. But it smells really good. Shut up.
It's so good.
Woo! Yeah, you really get that tangerine, that but it's
You know
not
what?
it's not bitter because that juiciness kind of
Yeah.
dilutes it a lot. It's good. I really
Yeah.
like it. Num, 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 num.
Okay, so we did confirm earlier that I had changed it, but I mean, and I think my top 3 were still good, which was Wolf Like Me, The Offer, and Wednesday. But one that was going to be on my top 3 was the second season of Righteous Gemstones. Oh my god, that show is fucking hilarious. If you guys have not seen it, you need to fucking watch that show. It is so good.
What is it on?
It's on HBO Max. It's a Danny McBride thing.
Wait, like he directed it?
Well, not that he directed, but he's
Like a
like,
producer on
he's
it.
like
Oh,
the
okay.
producer and main star of it. It's got Danny McBride, John Goodman, Eden. I can't pronounce her name, but she's a fucking hilarious comedian. And then Adam Devine from Workaholics.
He's on there too?
Yeah.
You gotta be fresh.
It's really the plot of the show is basically like about about mega churches and like how.
And I know we said, there's certain things you don't talk about here on the show, but this one, which is fucking hilarious, it's like he said, those mega churches, like those,
Wait, so let me guess. Danny McBride is like a pastor?
the dad.
The dad's the
okay.
main one,
the
and
main
Danny
one.
McBride and Adam Devine, right? Devine
Devine.
are his sons.
Okay.
And then there's the daughter to Edie Patterson. That's her name.
Okay.
Edie Patterson. Oh my god, she's fucking hilarious on that show. She's amazing. She's so funny on that show. Yeah, and there's this other guy, Tony Cavello. He plays this guy called Keith. He's like and Divine's like best friend or whatever, but he's like a reborn Christian because he used to be a Satanist. He's got like he's on his chest. He's got like 666 and stuff like that. It's just fucking hilarious.
I mixed it with holy water.
It's hilarious.
I have seen it. Like he's showing it to me. It is hilarious. I gotta keep up with it, but it is fucking funny.
How many seasons are there?
Two seasons.
Okay. So on HBO Max. I'm
Yeah.
definitely gonna go watch it.
Oh my god. Okay, I won't say anything. If you're gonna watch it, I won't say anything. But there's one episode where they kind of like dig back into the guy Keith's past, and oh my god, it's so brilliant, so amazing.
Steven, if I don't even like chuckle,
I'm
gonna be pissed.
Erica hates Danny McBride. She's just not a big fan of his because like she definitely didn't like Eastbound and Out.
Okay.
And you know, just some of his humor is like real dark too.
Yeah.
We got real dark humor, but she loves that show, and
It's funny.
We're constantly just laughing.
What's your favorite Danny McBride movie?
Not movie, but one of my favorite Danny McBride like quotes is from it's from This Is the End, where fucking like where they're like dude. Fucking Michael Cera's dead. He goes, well, fucking Michael Cera's dead. He goes, he's like, Michael Cera's fucking dead. Like,
I first saw him in Land of the Lost. That's like, he's so stupid.
Really?
It's just such a simple movie, but it's
saw him
so
in Pineapple
funny.
Express.
Yeah, I want to say Pineapple Express.
When he says chorizo taco.
This is the gun I used when I was a prostitute. What the hell had you guys order for fish tacos? He's like, dude, I haven't seen anyone wear British Knights in a long time, dude.
I'm going to have to go watch it now. I'll go watch.
Another one in This Is the End. I was like, it's so dirty. He's like, I'll come wherever I want.
Oh, yeah, I'll come wherever the fuck I want it.
You know what? We were just talking about that. How Beyonce didn't star in like a whole bunch of movies after Goldmember, but Rihanna kind of did. And Rihanna was in This Is the End. She kind of like guest stars.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, dude, that's one of the best ones too. So
what I'm saying.
a little,
she slaps him.
A quick thing when she stabs Michael Cera, that was a legit slap. Like, like Michael Cera told her, just go for it, just do it. And he goes. He
was
asked,
like a real slap.
I think he even asked her, he goes, like, can I smack you on the ass and you just smack the shit out of me? And she's like, yeah, go for it. So when he did it. That slap is legit,
dude. It's fucking reaction because like I think it's Jason, fucking from How I Met Your Mother.
Jason Segel.
He goes, shut the fuck up, Jason.
The other part I like of This Is the End with Michael Cera is when he's it's all cool, baby. You want some juice? It's sip time. It's sip time.
It's so stupid, dude.
It seems like that is the goal for some celebrities, though, like to get into movies as soon as they reach like that, you know, ceiling with music and stuff, where they get bored, you know, like so.
Yeah, especially with wrestlers too. They like, you know, fucking.
Or insurance commercials, you know.
Again. We're not getting into DC stuff because I have a lot to say about that shit. Okay.
All right. So what were your? We're gonna go with your top three.
Let's get your top three, and then we get into our
movies.
We'll get into our Wednesday discussion.
Oh yeah.
So Wednesday definitely takes the cake. That's my number one.
Okay.
I was so like
much. You guys played too much.
No,
it's not actually number one.
No,
like,
just wait.
Honestly,
when we get into discussion,
the way that you have your Batman sleeve is the way that I contemplated doing a whole Tim Burton sleeve. Like, I don't know. It's just something that's always
for the longest. I mean, I know it wasn't a Tim Burton movie, but they always associate Tim Burton with it because I think he was like the producer for it. Was I always wanted to do a Nightmare Before Christmas sleeve.
Yeah, and you can just recognize his touch in anything that you watch that has, you know, his image in it, his vision,
and like that all that what do they call it, slow caption.
Stop motion.
Stop motion. Like Carline is a really good one. James and Giant's Peach was one of my favorites.
Yeah,
but my, you know, if I'm gonna go stop motion, my two favorites was Frankenweenie and Corpse Bride.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of which, I'll just say real fast because I'm not getting into it in the movies, but a stop motion movie that came out that I really, really want to see that here is really good is Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio in Netflix.
Oh, okay.
I haven't
hear
seen
it's
it yet.
I heard
really
it's
good.
really good. Yeah.
I hear it's better than the stupid fucking one on Disney.
I mean, to be honest, they're just kind of creepy. I haven't watched it yet, but I mean, they give me like
Which one?
just Pinocchio, the story in general.
well,
it's
I-
just like a little bit weird. Like
Yeah, but I mean, come on.
yeah, I watch horror stuff. I should be able to get through it.
Yeah. Okay. So,
So Wednesday is definitely number one. I was itching in my pants for Stranger Things, and I feel like it's gonna break my heart if season 5 really is the last season, which they're saying.
I think it is. It's gonna be.
They grew up on the show, you know what I mean? Like all the kids are kind of breaking off and doing their own thing in other movies, but it was a really good season. The part. Oh wait, so we're not doing spoilers, or we are?
Go for it. Yeah, we've done episodes.
Okay.
We did a full spoiler episode of Stranger Things, so.
Yeah.
It hit way too close to home too. The dad scene where the dad just comes home and like she sees him there. Like it just, I cried that episode.
Yeah. So I was into a podcast today, and like they were giving their top whatever, and Stranger Things came up, and they're like, yeah, I'm excited for for season 5. They're like, for the love of God, give Will Byers
a
something
different
to
haircut. Oh God, the bowl cutters is so bad.
No. They had said they're like for the love of God, give Will Byers something to do, and they're like, or a haircut. And I was like, oh yeah, it's a fucking haircut.
That honestly, he's my profile picture on Netflix, and it just makes me smile every time I see
his
it.
fucking hair.
They did him so dirty on that.
But also
haircut
too, like
for
because
so long.
because the first season of Stranger Things was centered around Will Byers.
Yes,
'cause
exactly.
He got taken or whatever. So ever since then, like they don't know what to do with them. And like with this season, it's like it's always hinted like, oh, like
Max,
maybe he has something to do with it. Oh, maybe
Mike got a spotlight.
or like
Max got a
or
spotlight.
like maybe he's gay. It's like, well,
Yeah.
let's just dive into it.
Yeah.
So like with the last season of Stranger Things, like let's make Will Byers like a key fucking.
And I think they
plot
will.
point.
I think that's kind of what was foreshadowing in this last season, especially like with all the intimate moments that kind of played out with him, like him being emotional, him talking to his brother, him shedding a few tears. Like, I think they will. I think they're gonna unpack it. They're just like bringing it to a head right now.
I just feel like with a show that you have Millie Bobby Brown, Finn Wolfhard, Sadie Sink, like he's kind of like outstarred, he's kind of
he's gonna have his moment. I believe.
I really
he
hope
will.
he does. I really hope he
They
does.
did him so dirty with that haircut, and now I know they're gonna give him credit. The brothers have to do it.
Yeah.
So.
And one thing with Stranger Things is like what it did for. I mean, I know it's a TV show, but I mean it's gotten so much recognition and so much popularity from it. But like, kind of what it did with Robert Downey Jr. playing Iron Man, that it revived his career. I really think this would really revive Winona Ryder's career.
And there you go. She's a Tim Burton alum. Like fucking Beetlejuice.
Of course.
Like I love Winona Ryder.
She was just in
Edward Scissorhands.
She was just in a newer movie on Hulu. I just watched it.
Yeah, I forgot what it was too. I saw it. I didn't watch it, but I saw like the.
I'm so bad with like actor names and titles, but I'll remember like what they did or what the movie was about. Like I'm so bad with. I'm even bad at remembering people's names, so don't take that personally. Like, no.
I don't hear.
But honestly, Eddie Munson got so much recognition, but
and it
like,
sucks that what happened with his character too.
And it's not. People are saying like, hey, maybe he'll come back, or he's not really dead.
But no, I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't like it.
Either way, he went down a legend. And I was like,
they should have
underrated.
foreseen that. Oh my God, this is gonna be a good character.
Yeah,
dude, I love the first episode when they're playing Dungeons and Dragons, and he's just like,
he's so like,
he's so forward with it.
Yeah.
He's just himself, and it was a people that like a character people
Chrissy?
could fall in love with. Wake up! I don't like this. It got stuck in my head like all year long. But Hopper is a character for me that he makes me melt.
Yeah,
he has that daddy love. He has that tough love with all the kids, and they just get on his nerves. But he loves them so much, and he wants to keep the talent. I don't know. He just I feel like he was underrated this season too. I'm like,
yeah, well that's the thing too. Like people like say with the with season 4, like that a lot of the storylines, were kind of spread out ever, and that the Russia storyline with Hopper and Joyce and the dude from the prisoner, he actually came out in Game of Thrones.
Really?
The Russian prisoner, he's really good. But
He's really good.
like that was like the weakest one. I think that was probably one of the best ones.
Yeah.
For me personally, the weakest storyline in Stranger Things was the 11 storyline. I just didn't care about it.
Wait, you're talking about like her origin story?
I'm gonna have to agree with Eddie.
I just didn't care about it. I mean, it was not that it wasn't like necessary.
You're talking about in the 4th season or like through the whole series?
No, like the fourth season.
The 4th season.
But like I did like that.
Even though they shed more light on it.
I did like the twist that it was one and that he's eventually Vecna, but I was more interested in all the other plot points. Not just okay. I'm not saying that it was bad. It wasn't bad. It was my least favorite. I didn't give a fuck.
Okay.
But the other thing,
but you're saying it wasn't bad, so I mean.
But another thing with Stranger Things that kind of like pissed me off too is like Eddie said, I was. That was cool to see that it was, Vecna, who did everything, but a big plot hole was like in season 2 when they did when they met the sister. Mm-hmm. The sister, like someone else who had a different type of power.
Oh, that fucking...
Yeah. And then they just like left it at that. And it's like, oh, because you were thinking in your mind like, oh shit, there were other kids with different powers.
Right.
But then they never shed light on it. And then when you come to season 4, they all shared the same power. Mm-hmm. So it's like, okay, well, what happened with these other ones that supposedly had something different? So that was like kind of a big thing for me. That was like, I want to know more about that too. Like what happened there. But
I guess it was just assumption that they kind of like grouped all the same kids that had the same power.
Yeah.
And they got eliminated by playing Queen of the Court.
I'm not even gonna bother to try to say that name. But
yeah, I can't even. Nope, not happening.
Okay, so definitely Wednesday, Stranger Things.
I should put Stranger Things up more because it had Maya Hawke. Smoke show. Wow. Uma Thurman, Ethan Hawke.
It's fair. She's pretty. I saw a picture of her side by side with her mom. She looks exactly like her.
And she also looks like her dad. Dad did it side by side too. Yeah. So, anyways.
And she's a good actress.
Looks like I'm bi-curious as hell.
And then it has to be Dahmer. He like killed it. I've seen so many other like.
Damn, you really like Evan Peters.
I do. Have you watched American Horror Story? He is like one of the main backbones of the show. Like in the first few seasons, like it almost doesn't feel like American Horror Story without him in it.
He was in Kick-Ass.
Yeah, and he was in Sleepover too. But I mean,
a big part in Kick-Ass.
The first time I saw him was in Sleepover, where he's playing the goofy, like teen kid with a crush on a girl, blah blah blah, chasing around the whole night, shenanigans.
No, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Sleepover.
I honestly like his. I don't know. He's like another. I won't say Johnny Depp for me, but he just the way he kind of alienates himself into another character, but so strongly, it just blows me away.
My thing,
if you,
I'm gonna go back to season 4 of Stranger Things real quick because I just saw something.
Backtrack.
My thing is like, okay, Eddie Munson. Everyone talks about Eddie Munson. Mm-hmm. Another big character that came out was Argyle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's hilarious.
Argyle? Oh yeah, hey man.
He's hilarious. Yeah.
Hey, my dude, let me talk to you. This psychic girl and this other psychic dude.
He's so lovable, just like Eddie.
But like, how the hell did he live?
Thank you. Oh shit.
You too.
But anyways, yeah. I mean, Peter Evans. I mean, Evan Peters. It sounds.
I say it backwards too. Yeah. He has one of those names.
Yeah. He's got 2 first names.
Yeah. Whoever did that to him.
Yeah, poor guy. But
yeah,
no,
no.
I mean,
fucking Ralph Boner.
I mean, he's been like such an amazing actor too. I mean, he's been up and coming and a lot of things. I mean, it was also Ryan Murphy was one of the producers for Dahmer, which is why.
I feel like them two together is like another Burton and Johnny Depp. Like it's just genius.
But I mean, I think Ryan Murphy saw what he can do. I mean, because it's not like he's playing the same character in American
Right.
Horror Story all the time. You know,
No, each season's different.
and he keeps progressing.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, he did so good in the seasons that he was in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was pretty sad to see that him and Sarah Paulson weren't in a few seasons.
And Jessica Lange too.
Jessica
and my heart just
Lange,
broke.
yeah. I mean, especially after she left after
Freak Show.
Freak Show.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and she was really good in Freak Show. I mean,
Her song, like, still play it till this day.
Yeah.
Like her cover of Gods and Monsters, like you just can't. Like I hope I'm as iconic as her when I'm an older lady. Like she's just gabagoo, you know.
One of the reasons why I like Dahmer is because of all the memes that came out of it. You know, like there's that one there's a TikTok and it says like when your girlfriend asks you like, what are you guys texting about? And it's Amy's like, it's just some gay stuff.
Everybody took the TV one and ran with
Yeah,
it.
no,
I said
no.
we're just gonna watch this and then you can leave. Like,
I said we're just gonna watch Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Then you can.
Then you
or
can
it's like
leave.
I'm showing someone Suicide Boys. I'm showing them like this and that. Just like
it was
Yeah.
really good. It was really good. I feel like, oh my gosh, on screen. I mean, almost like Heath Ledger. Like he was in another world.
All right. So I mean, obviously you love Dahmer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's your number one. So why are you trying to pretend like it's Wednesday?
It's not her number
It's
one.
it's Wednesday. It's
Why-
Stranger Things.
why are you
and then
trying to
it's
pretend like
Dahmer.
it's Wednesday?
Because honestly, to be honest, like Dahmer is disturbing. Like,
Let's get into Wednesday.
I wouldn't just sit there and watch it on repeat. Like it's just.
Oh yeah, no, that should no.
Yeah,
that
He
movie-
did.
I
He
mean,
did a good
no.
job.
Again,
Like that's just.
Dahmer was so good. I mean,
And here's the thing, I'm a sucker for when they give you the background and more of a realistic view on what it was like to grow up in their shoes. So you give me like, history,
Dude, I feel bad
emotional
for his dad, dude.
relationships.
I feel bad for his
Exactly.
dad.
And that was just one portrayal because I watched another one where they portrayed his dad totally different.
Like an
Yeah.
asshole. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then also his dad was fucking fuck you, dad.
Yeah.
shut the fuck up,
it
down.
Honestly, it was hard to take him seriously during the whole show, but it was so serious, and I just kept picturing that, like, shut the fuck up, like,
I just got good, from my chest V down
to my ball fro,
I've had the old
bull,
bull.
now I want the young calf. If you can't guess, this is what we, connected over when we first met.
Yeah, literally like
That's Dale right there.
Yeah,
You call me Nighthawk.
yeah. You call me. You call me Shadow or something.
Dragon.
Dragon, yeah, dragon.
No, I mean, honestly, it is like, I think an Oscar-worthy performance. It was so good. I think for him to like mentally be able to put himself there, like, I can't imagine him any other way. Dahmer, like a real Dahmer, like.
That's because like people like said like he was like
I was
he was
surprised
like
that-
attractive as fuck.
Mhm.
You know?
I did not even recognize her. That stepmom was Molly Ringwald.
You couldn't?
Mm-mm.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Molly Ringwald?
She looks
Yes.
exactly the same, just older.
No, she did not look the
Pretty
same.
in Pink, Breakfast
Breakfast
Club.
Club?
Like she
Oh,
looks
God.
exactly the same.
No,
She just
because
looks
Breakfast
older.
Club?
in
Smoke
Pretty
Show.
in Pink and
I mean, she has
Breakfast Club,
shorter hair,
shorter
but-
hair.
No, but she looks the same though. She even came out in like an American Girl doll movie, like Felicity or something. Played another mom.
Jess, you know what? You're fucking wrong.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
All right, so
What?
all right, since you guys had your number one Wednesday, it is Friday, but we're gonna go back to Wednesday. Let's talk about it. I mean, because this show has like come out, and obviously we all grown up, watching the Addams Family. We watched the ones from the '90s, and this one came out, and pretty much took Netflix by storm. It knocked, the streaming numbers are just ridiculous for the show. It knocked out Stranger Things 4 as like the most streamed thing of the year. If already she wasn't, this show has just like skyrocketed Jenna Ortega to the fucking moon.
I was gonna ask, are we opening with that? Like, are you surprised that it was her?
Well, the thing is,
Where did you see her? Where did you discover her?
I didn't know it was her until after the show, but in Scream. In Scream,
Okay.
Scream 6?
The sister.
The newest one, Scream 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was sister.
Well, 5. Aren't they coming out with 6?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Five, yeah.
Scream
Yeah.
5.
And and I remember seeing her in that, and I'm like, oh, she like, she's good. I like her. And then in this one, I'm like, she's like, and this is before I even watched the show. I'm like, she's killing it. Like, she's fucking killing it. And just watching the show, she is amazing. I think she is just a superstar. She is gonna do like amazing things. Like I like, she's amazing. Like I think she really, really hit it, perfectly. And that's because you gotta follow Christina Ricci, who did, did an amazing job in the originals, but like she wasn't
in the 90s movies.
Yeah, but she wasn't fleshed out enough as she is in this show. This is a show on her, and it's based around her. And it is a murder mystery show. I think at times it kind of gets a little silly, but as far as the murder mystery aspect of it, I really, really like that part of it.
It had a storyline, like
the whole like her ancestor thing. I was like, whatever.
It wasn't a whole family tree. It was just a little snippet,
Yeah, but
God, he's so hard to please, right?
I
mean,
what the fuck? All right, okay. Well,
when's the first time you saw Jenna Ortega? What did you see her in?
To be honest with you, I didn't even know she was in anything else. I mean, I knew she probably had like other stuff, but I didn't even realize that she was the one that was in the Scream 5.
Mm-hmm.
I did not.
She's also in I think
I saw her in You First, the show on Netflix.
She's also in this A24 movie called X.
Yes.
X.
I
haven't seen that movie.
I
want to see it.
I haven't seen it, but it's called The Fallout.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe it's about a school shooting. It looks really intense. You saw it? Is it good? Yeah. I definitely, it's on my to watch list. That's the only one I haven't seen her in.
Actually, no, my wife did mention that she was in that one and that it's a tearjerker.
Yeah.
Real tearjerker.
So she's had younger roles already, but I didn't discover her until You came out, the show You. Yeah. Does anybody else watch You?
Nah.
My wife does.
You don't watch it though?
No.
You like murder and mystery?
I just didn't. Murder. There's been a murder. There's been a murder.
So did you feel like she was her own portrayal of Wednesday, or you think she was trying to follow up Christina Ricci?
No,
I think she was
definitely
her
not.
own.
Her
yes.
own. Her
okay.
own.
So that's a perception I had, and then I read an interview.
I like the.
But also too, like there's really one way to play Wednesday. I mean, and they kind of both do it the same way, but like she adds a little more. She's more fleshed out in doing it, because one thing that I like about it with Wednesday, and that you don't really see, as far as I know, in the 90s movies, is that you see her relationship with her friends. You see her kind of go out of her comfort zone when like she has a friend, people she cares about. And again, if you guys haven't watched Wednesday, we're gonna be spoiling it. So just let you know.
Whole thing.
But when I'll be jumping around a little bit. But one of the things where it shows her, where Thing almost dies, and you see that emotion.
And Christina Ricci never cried that I remember. Do y'all remember her crying?
No, exactly.
She didn't cry.
Exactly. So like you see this, you see her crying. There's one part like where they're at the dance and like the fucking pig's blood comes down, and she fucking just lets out to smile, and it's like. It's just
her
like,
love for Carrie came out.
yeah, exactly. So like, I really like that about it, and that's what we didn't get with Christina Ricci, Granted, that was
it showed a different side to Wednesday.
Oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, I really really like that about it. Like that was one thing that I wrote was that like let's see, I'm trying to find.
Are you sure it's still on number 6 in the rating? Oh, okay. I just wanted to check.
I was like, I put right here.
He already sounds like he loves it.
I was like, I think I like Wednesday's interactions and character arc better than the actual story. I was like, for example, her relationship with Enid. The boys that like her. Like she's like, "Do you like me?" And then of course, like her asking Xavier to the dance. It's just like things you never expect Wednesday to do. She does.
She got pushed into that
uncomfortability. Yeah, and it's just
but I feel like they made it. The writers did good with, obviously, making it indirect. Like I asked him by force, my hand was forced.
But also too, like you can tell like she
has a friend because she has to room with somebody. You know what I mean?
I think,
she didn't do it voluntarily.
I think her relationship with Enid was just like it was super adorable.
She hugged somebody. Charming. She cried.
Yes, exactly. And at the end when she hugs her, I'm like, oh.
What?
Let me get that. Let me get that one. Yeah, I'll try it out.
Oh I'm sorry. I'm telling you, they have like. I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, here we are.
All right, so while Jess drinks her beer, me and Steven are gonna talk.
Okay, go.
But
for
yes, Enid was also one of my favorite characters. But
Are you kidding me?
But
What?
but my really other favorite character was God damn it, what's her name? The Siren.
I don't remember her name.
I almost burped. Sorry.
Was it like
Bianca.
Bianca?
The self-appointed queen bee.
But okay, so here's the thing though, like yeah, she was the queen bee, but then towards the end, her and Wednesday kind of end up becoming friends, and I know there was like this kind of stuff going on, like why are they making the minorities the bullies? But it's like they're not the bullies, they're just Wednesday's coming in and she looks real timid, and so they're not gonna let her like push them around in their own school, because she's brand new, whatever.
Oh, and Wednesday comes in hot.
Yeah,
like she's.
So, but like y'all were saying, Wednesday.
She'll put some piranhas on your balls. Like she's coming in hot.
Wednesday ends up becoming good friends with all of them. She like Eddie was saying, gets out of her comfort zone and a lot of stuff too.
That's what I like the most.
And that's what I did like,
They exposed her. They really did. They made her transparent and relatable.
Yeah,
you know what I
exactly.
mean? And that's not what you see in the original movies,
Yeah.
Or even back in the...
And granted too, like this show is called Wednesday, so you would imagine they're gonna dive into Wednesday.
And everyone was kind of curious too, like how is this going to work? Is that it's just basically based on her, not the family, because it's just.
I think
it's
that's
always
what
been
made
the
me
Addams
sad.
family.
Like I think just because it was still the show about Wednesday, I feel like we could have just used a little bit more lurch. Like where was Baby Agony?
Okay,
like
hold
you know
on.
what I mean? Like
now hold that
Where was
thought,
Cousin Nick?
okay,
because I okay, but hold that thought. I want to see announce.
Okay, so
We're
real
drinking.
quick, Jess, you need to catch up.
how many pee breaks do I have during this episode?
If you need to excuse yourself, we could always put me and Eddie back on.
Damn,
But,
how do I go restroom? Because
You're stuck. Here's the. Just go in your growler. So what I got here is I love Bocks. I love Ambers. So I got another Bock. This is a German style Bock beer from 512 Brewing Co. This is in Austin, Texas. This is coming in at a 5.6. So let's check it out. See how it goes.
you catch
It's a
up?
pretty color.
you
I
catch
know.
up.
It's not. As
I'm
dark-
on the
it's
way.
Not as. It's not as. I mean, it's good color for a box.
You guys, I love beer, but beer is so filling. Like,
Oh my god, that's fucking delicious. Jesse, hurry up.
is it smooth? I like
so
Ambers.
good. Oh yeah.
It's not. It's not too like heavy as far as a box.
No. Okay.
It's pretty easy to drink. Yeah.
Okay. So, where are we talking about? Lurch.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. Yeah.
Baby
So-
agony.
no,
like, where was the baby?
So okay, I think one thing, definitely, the family took a back seat in this show. I mean, what we did get of them, I really loved, but I think what kind of like was saving grace with Thing. I think the fact that she had Thing with her and their chemistry together. I mean, even though he's a fucking hand,
It made it comfortable. It was familiar.
Yeah. So like even like like just like the
But
relationship
Gomez,
together.
like, why?
What do you mean?
What is his name? Luis Guzman?
Yeah. Jess, you better tread lightly, girl. What are you talking about? I like that. I loved him. I loved
Gosh,
him.
no, you guys know. With Catherine
loved him.
Zeta-Jones, like, I
Welsh.
did not.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Welsh.
Who? Oh, is that her?
It's like it was from fucking what's it? Fucking Team America, right? It's from Team America.
Yeah, Team America.
From the South Park Team America. You never seen that show?
No.
Or that movie? It's from the guys who made South Park. And it's like they at one point in the movie they go through all these actors, whatever. It's like Matt Damon. He's like Matt Damon, and it's like and it says Catherine Zeta-Jones, Welsh, because she's Welsh.
Oh, is her new last name?
No, she's
Wait.
Welsh. Like she's Welsh. She's,
Oh, okay. I see what
so,
you're saying.
like, every time they say her name, she's like Welsh.
Like, what's Anna Faris from House Bunny, where she's like Natalie.
No, but like, but
Welsh.
yes, no, I.
It was so. It was like I think
also
his
Anna
voice
Faris
gives
and
me.
Just Friends.
Honestly, just like his voice, like between Tracy Morgan and Luis Guzman, like I don't know, it's just their voices. Like they do something
But
weird.
the
to
reason
it,
why I
like
liked it is because I thought it was so adorable, and every time he did it, I love all the nicknames he calls her. My little death trap.
Yeah,
my
I mean,
little spider.
But any actor can say that.
But
like,
I thought him because I don't know. I mean, like, obviously you get the actor that played him in the '90s that was real suave and real handsome, whatever. But then, like,
but even he had a corniness to him, but it was
May he rest in
supposed to
peace.
be like.
But like the original like cartoon portrayed him as like this short, slubby, kind of Luis Guzman looking, character. So that's why I liked it, because you get someone that's Morticia, and she's beautiful, and then you get Luis Guzman, who he's he's a little like ooh, she's with him, but like they have that connection together. So that's why I really loved it.
Even in 1964, though, he didn't look like that for the sitcom. Like, I don't know. It's each their own. You either like him or you don't. I was just not a huge fan of him. Lurch looks spot on. Thing, he was more tattered in this one, and in the original movies, he looks kind of brand new and sparkly and well maintenanced, and now he has stitches and he looks kind of beat up and he gets shot or stabbed. Like,
The other thing
Wednesday looks like herself, but man, just and honestly, Catherine was stunning. She was so stunning. But I just, as soon as it got to him, I was like,
and here's the weird part. How you feel about Luis Guzman playing Adam Gomez Adams?
Get there.
Is
Get
how
there.
I felt
Get there.
with Catherine
Fester?
Zeta-Jones.
Oh, no.
With Catherine Zeta-Jones playing.
wait, okay, so which is the Morticia that y'all like? Because there's Carolyn Jones, 1964, Angelica Hudson,
I like Angelica Hudson.
and then there's Catherine Zeta.
I like Catherine Zeta because I know who Catherine Zeta is.
Who played the voice on
the movie for the
movies?
cartoon?
Yeah.
I don't know. Can we fact
I can fact check that.
Fact check.
in the back?
Hero Fest, put your camera on you and you talk.
But Angelica Hudson was not bad either. Like, she just... I think she made a great Morticia too. Like, they both did.
Yeah.
Wait.
He's trying to scoot out there. So, yeah. But I'll be putting the camera on both of us so you push it real good.
So what cartoon are y'all talking about?
The Addams Family cartoon.
You're talking about the
newest one.
the
The
animation
newest one,
movies?
Yeah, the animation one.
It is Charlize.
Charlize Theron?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Interesting.
But I mean, I feel like you can't even compare the cartoons or animation to the actual real
Live
life
action.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even group them together.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's kind of hard to at the same time, but I mean, I think Luis Guzman did good. I mean, again, Catherine Zeta-Jones did really good as it, but I was just kind of at times it was just kind of annoyed with it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when she was talking to the principal, it's like, oh, our old yearbook. Do you remember? It's like that's not.
It was supposed to be that way though.
But that's not how
They were like frenemies.
But
I
don't know.
They were like frenemies. It was supposed to be that way.
So, but I mean, overall, what I was gonna say earlier was that I love what they did with Thing that they did in the '90s movies, that they actually used a real actor
For it, like
for
CGI.
it. Yeah, instead of doing a CGI, kind of thing. I did like too that they gave Thing more character with the stitches and stuff like that.
Yeah, a little
kinda,
detail.
Dude, and his fingers were dark. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah.
You could tell the deadness. You could see the deadness in his hand.
Like it was an actual Frankenstein.
Yeah,
like an experiment.
All right, so can we all agree that Fester sucked?
No,
He's
no.
He's in Big Mouth. I like him. Like
Fred Armisen.
Okay.
I think Fred Armisen did a really good job with them.
they just should have made him fatter.
He
That's
made
it.
it corny.
I will say
They should have made him bigger, and everybody would have been okay.
It's pretty much what they did is that they reversed Fester and Gomez Adams.
Yeah, pretty much. And that's the same thing that I thought, honestly. But they did keep their similarities.
Yeah.
I guess because I have Christopher Lloyd in my mind.
Fester used to do the whole static thing in the movies, and Uncle Fester did it with his hands this time. Like
What was it about
electricity was still there.
I maybe I don't remember that from the original movies, but
What?
his whole fucking static thing.
Oh, you know how when he would put the light bulb in his
the light bulb in
mouth
his mouth.
and it would turn on? Like,
Bing! My light bulb went off my head.
well, this time in the series, he could like actually make it like with his body, like
I
use
just
it as a conductor.
I think it's just because I like the Christopher Lloyd version much. Like, just I like that version a lot more, and also because it has to do with a lot of his relationship with Gomez.
A lot of people don't appreciate the movies like until like now. Like now, a lot of people are like,
now
oh,
they want to
like,
go back
yeah,
and
they wanna
watch
go
them.
back and
Exactly.
watch it.
And you know what? We were talking about that. Somebody in conversation brought up that, you know, if you were a goth kid or if you dressed a different way, like it wasn't popular back then. But now, like, be who you want to be. Everybody's cool, kind of thing. Like,
Yeah.
But that's the
Pokemon
thing, though.
goth
That
stuff. You want to be a vampire?
There were
cool.
goth kids, and there were.
But that's
like,
not, it wasn't
you
cool
know,
back in the day. But like, you know, an actor comes out, it makes it cool.
Yeah, because
now it's cool.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to say too. Is like, you know, like because I mean I wasn't like popular or whatever, and it was just like.
Guys, I'm gonna pee my pants.
and you know, my parents don't let me wear Jinkos.
I like Jinko jeans.
So
Don't say anything too serious. Hold
I
on.
know, go for it.
But, you know, like, you know, being different was, you know, you were different back in the day, but like, yeah, nowadays it's kind of like, you know, oh, it's cool to be different, but I don't know, it's just kind of weird.
Bro, you're about to get me on a whole fucking like social conversation right now that I don't want to go down because I'm gonna lose my shit.
Lose your shit. So real quick, let's go back. Where did you get a beer? How's the beer?
It's actually really good. I like it. Again, it's not
As
like
far as
it's not
box go,
super
you
dark.
know, with all the box that we've had.
It's one of like the easier ones to drink. Box and I that too. Honestly, any box that's not the fucking Carbach one is good. I
don't like the Carbach?
I hate the Carbach one. Was it Crawford Bock? Ugh.
Really?
Like, what was like 2% alcohol? What are you doing, Carbach? What are you doing to me?
I mean, look at Alamos. Alamos, it's not even dark, and there's just a Davy bucket.
Davy Bucket, yeah.
But it's still good. It's still smooth. But
also too, like, again,
I think theirs is like a 4 point
I
something.
think the
too.
reason why that one turns me off too is because it's not dark. Like, be dark. Be dark. Just you're Buck. Be what you are.
Be what you are. But it was good though. I mean, it goes down smooth. But again, I think the alcohol volume is low on that one too. I think it's like a 4 point something.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
And I remember we were all like, "Oh, this is gonna be good." And then when we poured it, when we featured on it, we're like, "What?
What is this piss?" No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love you, Animal. Yeah, no, this is good though. I mean, it's not like super dark. It has a nice shade to it. It is really tasty.
Guys, I finished.
She's ready for a beer.
I'm ready for the Billy
Pour it
Goat.
for you. You got it.
Whatever you want.
I got you.
Thanks.
So
Where do we leave off? I have so many talking points to this. I wrote like a 2-page essay.
okay, so one thing, okay, so we did talk about, you know, obviously like the main core cast or the main Addams family, Jenna Ortega. Obviously, she is the goat of the show.
Right.
You get the family, you know, Luis Guzman, Catherine Zeta-Jones.
I will say
Can
this.
I-
I will say this though. It was very predictable from the first episode who the monster was.
If you're smart, because I caught on too. We just exclude him. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, okay, I guess, yeah, but I was kind of like, I was a sucker for the show, you know, so when it actually was reviewed, that it was Tyler that was the monster, I was like, oh, okay, cool.
But how could you predict that Christina Ricci would be that nice coming back in a reboot? First of all, like,
well, that's the thing.
If you know how Tim Burton works, like, no.
But that's the thing. Me and Juju were watching it, and one of the first things she said when she was watching it, she goes, "I think it's Christina Ricci. She's gonna be the big bad." At first, Juju was like, "It's the therapist." So when like it was that kind of psych out there that the therapist,
yeah,
whatever,
her squirrels were weird.
you know. But then like it was Christina Ricci, and Juju was like, I had to hold back because we didn't watch it finale together. I'm like, she was fucking right.
Yep. The hide
So
and a
my thing
master.
was, I knew it was Tyler, the monster, the whole time.
Right.
He had his own fucking curly hair.
Exactly. And then, as far as the big bad, I did expect Christina Ricci because I was like, I mean, there's got to be a reason why she's gonna come back or whatever.
Right.
And
Dude, complete opposite too.
She
Like,
looked,
and then,
looked miserable. Like,
and then not only that, but it was also too when they said that when they came to the episode where it said that a hide has to have a master. I was like, it's Christina Ricci.
But I guess because like for me watching the show, like I wasn't like really like, okay, like who it is, who is it? I was just watching.
you weren't invested.
Yeah,
I know I was.
You were
like,
being biased.
I was watching it and I was okay, like I like this, I like this. I was like,
think
where's
you were just watching just to watch.
Let's both gang up.
Actually,
on him
I
right
kind
now,
of was.
Steven.
Yeah, I kind
Yeah,
of was.
see?
You know, yeah. Okay, I had to finish it.
There's a huge, no.
That's why, because he's like, we were already
Yes.
invested in it.
Yeah.
He was just like, okay, I just got to watch it.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
get
yeah,
through
yeah.
it. No,
But
it's
I guarantee you, like I was like, I gotta watch it, and like, okay, I was like, okay, the show's going on, whatever, okay, whatever. And then when the last 2 episodes came out, like, I was like, oh shit, I'm in. This is good. This is really good.
in the last 2 episodes.
I think the last 2 episodes were really good.
Oh my gosh.
I did write down 2 things, and we could talk about it right now.
Okay. Oh, that is good.
Obviously, music in this thing was big. You get her in the first episode where she's playing her cello. Mm-hmm. She's playing "Paint It Black" from fucking Rolling Stones.
Yep.
Episode 3 at the end of it, I think in the beginning, it's "Nothing Else Matters" by Metallica. I'm like,
Yes.
holy shit! Like, what the fuck are they
He
doing?
went big.
I
If the
loved
soundtrack
it.
wasn't spot on for this, I think I would have hated it.
I didn't catch any other ones. Were there any other ones that you? Those
Honestly,
are
no,
the
I
two
feel
because
like
those are the 2 that I like heard. I'm like, is that? I was like, that's. Oh no, it was Erica. Erica, we're there watching it and like we're like, this sounds familiar. So Erica looked it up. She goes, oh no, because we're like talking about it, like. I was like, and she goes, "Is it painted black?" I'm like, "It's painted black." Fucking
Yeah.
And then we were watching the third one. I was watching with Juju. I'm like, oh shit, that's fucking Nothing Else Matters. Like that's fucking cool. Like
That was fucking awesome.
I was like, that's cool. I like that shit. Like I loved it. I thought
And then
was,
everybody went crazy for the Goo Goo Muck, like, you know, her dance.
yeah, which
And it's a song that wasn't popular until now.
Now.
It's gonna be revamped, just
and
like
that band has been around for like
Right.
a long time.
and just like in Stranger Things,
With
you know,
Metallica.
running up the hill, like
Well,
it's
not
gonna
just
come.
Metallica,
Well,
but,
yeah,
but
but-
the song Max.
With Max.
Yeah, that's what
yeah,
she-
when,
she's
yeah,
saying,
that's
yeah,
like what she
yeah.
has to listen to.
Kate Bush.
Yes,
Yeah.
That's
'cause
that's a
that-
fucking song we got flagged for.
and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's,
That song and Master of Puppets have been like up there now.
and that's kind of the cycle that I'm talking about. Like, it wasn't popular back then, but the minute that somebody puts it out now, like now it's huge. You know, like it just blows up in an instant.
how-
Like,
that's
can
what-
you imagine what it would be like if we had TikTok as a kid?
That's what Steven
Like,
was
you
saying
know?
earlier. Was that like it's about like outcasts that have not been cool.
We have
Yeah.
been
Now-
outcasts
Of
our
course.
whole lives.
Yeah.
Our whole
now
lives.
it's cool. So then you get these. I'm not getting into it.
Woosah,
I'm
woosah,
not,
woosah.
Yeah.
not getting into it. I'm not getting into it.
But that is a point I wanted to make with shows like this. You know what I mean? Like, creepy kids like me watch The Addams Family for fun. You know what I mean? And,
That-
people
and
would
that's
think
what
it's
I was
weird
saying-
just for watching it.
Yeah, and that's what I was telling you before. Like shows that I used to love were like, you know, the Munsters, Addams Family. You know, I love the Addams
Elvira.
Family movies. You know, Elvira. You know what we do.
In the shadows
What we do in
now.
the
No,
shadows.
not what we do in shows. The kids. Nickelodeon.
What we
Is
do?
it with
Are you afraid of the dark?
Yeah.
You know, and stuff like that. The Creep Keeper.
Oh, he was
the
so
creep,
weird.
The creep shows. You know, I grew up, you know, watching all those old stuff. You know, and loving that. And, you know, but everybody was all into like the popular stuff. You
So
know,
while
and it
everybody
like-
was watching, like, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, I was watching the Saw movies. Like, you know, like, nobody did that in
Yeah.
high school besides me. Like, it's just, you're a freak, you know? Like, wait, what?
Wait, what?
No?
You don't know.
Okay, let me read this quote. I found it, and I just wanted to share it
Go
with
for it,
y'all
go for it.
because there are a lot, I think, of misconceptions where people are gonna think that Jenna Ortega was trying to copy Christina Ricci, and she didn't do her justice.
not
But
think that at
I just
all.
want to make it, you know, clear that she wasn't. She was her own version of Wednesday. It says Jenna told interviewer about Christina Ricci They never discussed Wednesday on set. She said, no, I think when she was on set, neither one of us said Wednesday once to each other. Jenna said in told co-star Emma Myers in an interview with MTV News, I don't think she wanted to get in the way of my performance and feel like she was overbearing. And I felt like I didn't want to pull something that she did 30 years ago, for one, the sake of my own benefit, but two, I didn't want to rip her off and I didn't want to be too much like her. So she really did create her own image and version of Wednesday with the series. She wasn't trying to bite off the movies.
On top of that too, I've heard several interviews and several people say that like when they were filming the show, they kind of had her do a certain do a scene, like how it was written, whatever. Do the scene how it's written. Okay, and then she's like, well, can I do it this way? Like I have an idea. I want to do it this way. So okay, yeah, we'll film it again. We'll do it the way you want to do it.
Right.
And most like.
Then she ended up not blinking.
Like eight times out of 10, they kept her version of it.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That whole not blinking thing was her thing.
Yeah.
And then Burton said, "Do it for the rest of your takes."
Yeah. So then that only speaks to her as an actress, as a creator, but also speaks to Tim Burton as a director. Is like
seeing that she's getting into a version of the character that's going to be visible.
One of the best things I loved that made me crack up so much, and every time I think about it, it makes me crack up. Is when she's selling the fudge and she's talking,
speaking in German, and she tells her. I laughed too hard at that too.
Yeah. I'm just like, oh my god, because this is like, it's fucking hilarious.
Was the pilgrim lady when she catches her later, like stealing the book? She's like, "Give me a break. I just started here in April."
Yeah,
just the irony, like it's so funny. Like
yeah. So a couple of keynotes that I was writing down as I was watching the last episode. I'll just read them off and then we'll talk about it afterwards. Again, I was just literally like, as it was happening, I was writing it down. I was like, Tyler being the monster was actually a real surprise for me. Thunberg also behind it, mind blowing. Brienne dies, fucking Gwendolyn Christie. Mm-hmm. She dies. I thought she was amazing in the show. I loved her. Enid finally wolves out and has pink hair and is cute as fuck.
I think her wolfing out was a little bit underwhelmed.
I think so too.
What?
Just barely.
Yeah.
I thought it was amazing. I was like, and again, I put Nevermore is basically Hogwarts. I mean, come on.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm so glad somebody said it. Yes.
See, and I told you this is what was gonna happen. He was all like, "No, we're not gonna have a big conversation with Wednesday." I go,
no, it's huge. It's huge. I thought at least I would connect.
Because I don't know if we're gonna be able to get to movies, dude.
Yeah. No.
Fuck you, Steven.
No. It's gonna be a long episode.
It's gonna be a long episode. Yeah.
No. Okay, so yes, I'm so glad that one of y'all at least pointed out the fact that it had, the Harry Potter vibe. Once they were at the Poe Cup.
I think that's probably why I liked it.
Exactly. And it gave you that, familiarity, prestige
because everyone
school.
had something going on with them.
Exactly, the colors. And did you notice the nod to every boat was named after Edgar Allan Poe's poetry,
it was always,
right?
Yeah.
And then did you catch that there was a gesture and the cat women for the black cat? So Tim Burton, the Joker. Here,
okay. Yeah, I know. Yeah, yes.
Where is it? I have it.
Damn, they really.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's almost like he made a nod to himself at the Poe Cup because
it was
Edgar Allan Poe, and he made Batman 1989. Jack Nicholson as the Joker. The gesture in the boats, right? And it's called the Cask of Amontillado, right? And then Batman Returns, 1992. Michelle Pfeiffer with the cat ears riding in the black cat. You know, it's almost like he put that symbolism in there. You know what I mean?
I didn't even think about that. It's funny. And he directed, I think, the first 3 or 4 episodes. Yeah, so.
With Michelle Pfeiffer. Wait, is that what you're talking about?
No, I'm saying that he directed the 3 or 4 first episodes.
Oh, okay. With Wednesday.
Of Wednesday.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was trying to put 4 and first together.
I felt like he did a little Stan Lee thing in there, where he was just kind of
words are hard.
And then I saw that there was an Easter egg of the Beetlejuice worm on Principal. On the principal's desk. Yes, and I'm like, you just gave little, nods to yourself there. That's cute. I love that. Yeah. You're like, I'm a fan of myself. I'm gonna put it in the show.
Yeah, it was a again. The reason why it's so low on my list is not because I did not like it, not because it was a bad show at all. Only because
you're just trying to get through it.
There was other things that I liked more or that connect to me more. This show,
We're gonna get to movies. We will. We'll make it to movies.
This show was a really good show. I really appreciate it. I cannot wait to see Jenna Ortega do more. I'm eager for the second season because there is gonna be one. I mean, let's be honest. There's gonna be a second season. And yeah, I mean, that's all I gotta say about it.
Wait, so we're done with Wednesday?
I guess he's cutting it off.
Wait, can me and Steven talk and you just like...
Yeah, you just shut up.
He was saying...
I mean, come on, we didn't even get to talk about Eugene.
I know.
The Beacon?
Yes, he was fucking
He's
awesome,
like the new Joel.
Yeah.
You know how she befriends Joel? And they like, blow up
Who
the whole
the
Pilgrim?
fuck is Joel?
Did you go back and watch the original movies?
Nah.
Okay.
Joel
is a friend that she makes at camp.
At the camp.
When she gets sent away. In the second Addams Family.
I remember about camera, it's all the blood.
He was the one that.
Ow!
And she's like the only one that Wednesday can stand.
He was the one on 10 Things I Hate About You. He goes, I'm thinking about getting a Tercel.
Yes,
Yeah,
in the
it's
medieval costume.
It's a Toyota.
What?
And he
You
still
guys
looks the
talking
same.
about?
He still looks the same, right?
Yeah.
He looks exactly the same.
He was also in Superbad. He's all, who's this guy? Who's this guy when he's stabbing Michael Sora?
Okay, I get that.
Yes.
I got that reference.
Yes.
I'm back on board, baby.
So Eugene is like the new Joel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She found like a tolerable
Someone that
male friend, besides Xavier and, Tyler, like crushing on her.
Oh.
So sorry.
Start drinking.
I'm so sorry, guys. If this was liquor, it'd be different. I love beer, but it makes me so full.
Okay. So what are we doing?
Mm.
You fucking guys.
Give us can we do like 2 more minutes on Wednesday?
All right, go for it.
Okay. Steven, you have any points over here?
You better be cool with it.
Okay, I'm just going to say that I love the incorporation of Edgar Allan Poe, period. Like
You know,
the fact that
okay.
he's down in the crypt, he has a
So-
statue, memorial, like...
About that, I was telling Judy because I went to Poe Middle School.
Mhm.
So part of I bet back in the day, whatever. Part of our thing was I'm not a hoe, Erica. So back in the day it was do a report on Edgar Allan Poe story. So I was I delved into that back then. So
Right.
it was interesting. I was like, oh, I kind of remember some of this stuff. He was super gothic.
Mm-hmm. He spoke in riddles.
Yeah,
he
riddles.
had
Yes.
poetry all the time.
So I was like, I appreciate that about it. Yes, that was one thing that I loved about it, like the Edgar Allan Poe callbacks,
tribute.
Because I'm a Poho.
Yo, is that what you said?
That's what Erica said. I know she's thinking about it.
I think overall the show was spot on. Besides the monster itself transforming and being a bit too cartoony, but it is very Tim Burton. I think it was just his eyes. Whenever Tyler would turn, the monster was there. It reminded me of Van Helsing, the Lycans and stuff. But it was just the eyes.
It also
and
reminded me of Beetlejuice when he's the staircase.
Yes, and it just bulges out.
Yeah.
It's very him, but at the same time, I feel like he could have
curly hair.
Yeah, he could have livened it up just a little bit, realistic wise.
Yeah.
Just some other version of those big, Tim
But then
Burton
again,
eyes.
he did the best he can with the Netflix budget.
That's true. Well, I mean, Netflix is huge now, though.
I mean, they're giving out shows left and right. So.
That's true.
Yeah, there's also still cases of where Disney or even other
Take shortcuts.
studios are in the possibilities of buying out Netflix,
Mm-hmm.
which is weird because it's dude, Netflix started it all. Remember our first episode was streamers.
Yeah, it's about
Netflix was basically the first ones to start streaming stuff.
I feel like they just gambled. They were just put it all out there.
You can at the time you could still rent DVDs from Netflix, and they would send them to you. But at the same time, they're
Is this at the time when Redbox was still hot?
yeah, and Redbox, and
It's still hot. It's still hot.
but at the same time, they were still like, oh, we're gonna stream certain movies and stuff like that. And at that time, it was like B-rated movies,
Right.
and stuff like that. And like they had their own, they had like shows and stuff like that too. But again, it was like B-rated stuff, and it was like, but that's what grew it though too, because like people were like, oh, I didn't know this was like here, or I didn't know this person came out in this movie and stuff like that. And
Who do
it
you
just
think
started
has the
growing.
best originals?
I think Netflix has the best originals. To be
Like
honest with you.
Hulu, Amazon.
Dude, that's rough. That's a hard question.
Did you see the show Hunters on Amazon?
I think Netflix.
Hunters is on Netflix.
No.
Oh,
Hunter X.
Oh, Hunter.
Yes.
No, she's talking about Hunter.
With Percy
Hunters.
Jackson. What's his name?
No, with Al Pacino.
Yeah.
With the Nazis.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
you saw
That was
that?
Hunter X.
No, it's not Hunter X. It's just Hunters.
It's so
This is
good.
Hunter.
I wish they would have made
they're
more.
They're making the next
They are making one more.
Why did it
Make a
take
second one.
forever?
Well, because of everything that kind of.
No, but even before, like pre-COVID, it was taking forever.
because they didn't know they were going to continue with
It was such a that was
show
mind
is
bending.
good. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, this is like coming up.
And then they made
But
like
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Netflix does
The best
did
originals?
and still does have the best originals, because look at HBO. HBO is relying on not only DC but Cartoon Network and Adult Swim, and
Hulu has FX.
yeah, Hulu has FX. Disney is relying on Marvel and Star Wars, not only
Yep.
just their own stuff. Hulu's also kind of the same thing, they're relying on Disney stuff too, because it's their own.
But
like
Amazon is
Disney.
making their own stuff. They're coming out with a lot more movies.
But Amazon is still kind of like still a little bit fresh to stuff too, because like they had the Hunters, they have the Boys,
But
they're coming out with their own,
they do have a lot more of those. What are they called? They're not all Sundance, but they're like
independent movies.
Yeah.
they're like, I don't know how to say it. They're not like cult, but they have like that weird. There's a word for it. It's gonna come to me. They're very like peculiar movies. They have like weird ideas. Some involve murder. Some involve like
Like these weird niche kind of.
yes.
Yeah.
One was about modeling. One was about ballet. One was about drugs with Bliss, with Owen Wilson and Salma Hayek. Like they just have like a weird vibe that they carry. They're not about like very popular topics,
Yeah.
but they have like a weird
Speaking of which,
spin.
did you ever watch that show Party Down on Showtime?
Yeah.
On Stars, Party Down.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
they-
they're coming
they-
out with another one.
Yeah.
Which, that one is a long time coming too, because that one's not gonna have Lizzie Kaplan.
I thought she's coming back.
No, she's not in it. She
I'm
maybe
not-
be in it real
I'm out.
quick,
I'm out.
but yeah.
Wait, so are we done with Wednesday? We lost our time.
You guys
Yeah,
talking about Netflix? I mean,
I mean, that's fair. I will say I like the Girl Scouts joke in both the movie and the show. That was great. It was like so savage. Like, just bring that back. Like, I eat them for breakfast. Like,
all right. So, right now we're gonna try to go through our
We're already past an hour.
yeah.
And
We're
we're already at 2 hours.
gonna be a long episode, people.
I'm so sorry.
No, this is actually what I wanted. Yeah,
I just hope Anchor will.
So we're gonna go through our top movies of 2022. Just to save us some time, if you guys want to mention your honorable mentions, we could do that.
You want to do like top 5 or something, or? Because I have to give you a surprise anyway.
Y'all talk
What's your
about
number?
Y'all
What's
talk
your,
about it real quick, and I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
what's your top 3 first?
No, I'm not giving top 3 first. That's
Why?
last. That's last. That's last.
What if we don't have enough time?
Because I want to get you mad, baby.
God, I already saw it.
Dad, let me look at my list.
I'm already irritated.
Let me look at my list. How dare you?
Just for everybody who doesn't know, me and Eddie argue about this same movie all the time, so it's gonna be like a dying.
Yeah,
subject,
she's obviously
you know?
wrong.
Like when I'm turning over in my grave, he's still gonna be there like this, like over.
Yeah, yeah. So just real fast, I'm just gonna just name off the things that didn't go off my list. I'm just gonna just name them off: Black Phone, Scream 5, Prey, and Hustle. They didn't
For real?
not make it on my list. And again,
Wait, that's top 5 or top 10?
no, that on my top 10. They did not make it on my list.
That's disrespectful.
I'll say it again, Steven. Black Phone, Scream 5, Prey, and Hustle did not make it on my list.
Can you get kicked off your own show?
Black Phone, dude.
That's disrespectful.
Again, I'm making this list off of things that connected to me, things that
Okay,
I like.
let's.
What did I make your list again? Black Phone.
Black Phone, Scream 5.
Okay, I could get Scream 5.
But Black Phone was good.
Yeah, Black Phone was fucking awesome.
Prey, and Hustle.
I never seen Prey.
Hustle was good. Hustle was heartwarming.
With
Adam Sandler?
Adam Sandler with the basketball movie.
I never saw that one.
It was really heartwarming.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, but Black
Good
Phone was
movies.
like a realistic movie. That was so good. Suspense, like, I don't know.
Again, that's fine. That's fine.
Suspense wise, it was good. I don't know.
That's fine.
All right, let's go through this real quick.
All right, so I'm gonna go through my first three. Okay, my number 10 is hey, fuck you guys, Lightyear, and the only reason I put it on there is, first of all, my son loves that movie, and I grew up with Toy Story, so like all the little lines he says, and we just watched it last night. We just watched it last night.
It's a good movie.
We had a couple. We had a couple of drinks. We watched it last night. And it was good. It was good. I liked it. I thought it was really good. Number 9 is gonna be "Don't Worry, Darling," with Florence Pugh, Harry Styles.
Can I just say she was just so beautiful in that movie?
Wait, he made a
Sorry, but
movie?
she was.
Who? Harry Styles?
Where was I?
Oh, dude, it's on HBO. It's
Harry
good.
Styles?
Yeah,
He
I didn't even know
sucked
he
in
made...
that movie. I hated him.
Fuck off.
Somebody likes Harry Styles.
And the weekend.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, another one that didn't make my list, which I loved, is The Northman. It's an Ari Aster film. It's an independent movie. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Number 8 is Nope. That movie was more higher up on my list. It was from Jordan Peele. So he made
And
Get
he's
Out.
on Big Mouth.
He made Get Out.
Yeah.
He made Get Out first, which is like for me, it's like top tier movie. This one, the reason why I liked it because it was so suspenseful. It was shot on IMAX cameras, and just the way he uses camera work, I liked it mostly for its technical things I did in the movie, like the way it was shot. Like it's basically like most of his shots are like wide shots of like a house, sky, canyons, and like he uses that to his advantage to where like you're like, what the fuck is that in the corner? It's
So it like suited your fancy.
It's like a UFO. But there's also one scene where like you've seen it, right? You've seen Nope. There's one scene that takes place you've seen that movie, right?
Yeah.
It takes place in a horse stable where like some things start coming out and you're like, what the like it's so fucking scary. But
Eddie was like backing into
no,
the sofa.
for real. Like I watched it and I was like I was watching it with SJ and I was all like, what the fuck? I was like, no.
It was enough to
Like,
creep you out?
dude,
Yes,
it is
fucking-
creepy.
We almost watched it. Why did we
it's
not rent it? I don't know what
fucking
happened.
Creepy. I'll just say that one scene in the horse stable, it is fucking creepy.
But is it worth it though?
It is. I'll tell you, it is worth it.
We'll watch it.
I watch
We'll
it.
go home
Watch
and
it.
watch it.
It's
Watch.
fucking worth it. But that seems to have like that's the one scene that you watch and you literally say the name of the movie. You're like, nope.
Okay, so that was what, 10, 9,
no,
8?
that was number 8. Yeah. So
Okay.
nope. I'll leave it there.
Okay, Steven.
Ed's gonna be pissed off at me because I really don't have a lot with movies.
He watched a lot of movies. This guy watched a lot of movies. I know he fucking did. He just didn't make a list.
It's been a whole year, bro.
Not only that. Yes, I did watch movies, but okay. Eddie will be pissed off at me. I'll say this was more in my between. I'm not gonna give like what he's giving, but this is more in. This did not make my top 3. Top Gun Maverick.
It didn't make your top 3?
No,
I
did
am
not
not a
make
Tom Cruise fan. I'm so biased. I'm sorry.
It was good.
Ah!
It was entertaining, but it was just definitely just a 80s remake of Top Gun.
I'm sure the movie could be good, but I'm not a Tom Cruise fan, so I won't even like waste my time watching it.
Another
Scientology.
movie that I had recently watched, and it got apparently it got a lot of bad reviews, but I thought it was good. But still did not make my top 3. Was Amsterdam with John David Washington, Margot Robbie, and well, have you seen it?
I heard it was trash.
Well, see,
I'm not gonna say it was trash.
Well,
It's fucking trash. I heard it was trash.
It was actually really good.
I watched that fucking time.
But you said it didn't make your top 10?
It didn't make my top 10. No, it didn't make my top 3. But it did make it into my top 10.
Oh, yeah.
And
this is on my list to watch.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it was.
Didn't make it.
It was actually really good.
Don't waste your time. It's fucking trash.
He doesn't know because he hasn't even fucking seen it. Fuck Avatar.
I know you're like raving about freaking Buzz Lightyear and Top Maverick.
Let's see what else.
We're just gonna rag on Eddie.
I like Avatar because my son loves it and I grew up with it.
He didn't watch Avatar, you fuckface.
I'm sorry, Buzz Lightyear.
The Buzz Lightyear movie was cute. I thought it was gonna be
We're
way
gonna put
worse.
fucking
It was
Spirited
cute.
on your
It was
fucking
cute.
list.
It was a cute movie.
God.
Honestly, when you had me watch the trailers and you showed me the Spider-Man trailer, I was like, I'm only gonna watch the movie because Joshy likes it. Like,
Spider-Man?
yeah,
Which one?
the new one.
The universe?
Yes.
Oh, that Spider-Verse one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually think Sonic 2 is better than Buzz
Obviously,
Lightyear.
Hocus Pocus made nobody's top 10, even though everybody was so excited for that one to come out. Or Halloween Ends.
Oh,
Right.
fuck
Fuck
off.
Halloween, man.
Why do you have to be so rude about it? Jeez, Jamie Lee Curtis is like a legend to some people.
Fuck Halloween, man.
Yeah, fuck Halloween ends.
Did you see Emily the Criminal on
Oh,
Netflix?
Oh, that's on my watch list.
Okay.
I want to watch.
Okay,
that.
what? I'm not gonna say anything. No comment.
All right, so okay, you're talking about your not on your list. What's on your list?
What's on my list? Okay.
Oh, you okay?
So I just. No, wait. Did Steven put?
Yeah, go for it.
Did you put any that were on your list?
No, go for it.
Okay.
No, he's just fucking scrolling and shit.
So I just.
I just recently watched Glass Onion. That was pretty good.
You
No,
watched that
it
movie?
wasn't.
I haven't watched
No,
that
it
movie.
wasn't.
I said it was pretty good. I
Don't
didn't-
spoil it.
wasn't.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil
No,
it.
it
Don't
wasn't.
spoil it. I haven't seen nothing. Don't spoil it.
La 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 la. No, it wasn't good. We
Wait, what? I missed it.
Glass Onion. No.
Ooh.
No.
All right.
Scream sucked.
Okay.
Scream?
Scream. It wasn't as great as everybody hyped it up to be. I
thought
feel
it
like
was
you
like
either,
killed
you either loved
everybody.
it or
I thought
you
it was
hated
fun.
it.
I thought
They
it was
killed
fun.
everybody,
No.
but I would have
The
been.
original actors were still alive. I was just
No.
pissed that Dewey died.
Yeah,
like
I
Dewey
was-
died, and I didn't.
Dewey
wanna,
died?
I didn't want to watch the rest of the movie. I was already annoyed.
I was more pissed off. I was more pissed off that they killed him off
and I didn't want to watch the rest
than,
of the movie
than
after
Nev
that.
Campbell. I would have rather had Nev Campbell or Courtney Cox's character killed off rather
And
than Dewey.
Exactly, and I felt the same way. So after they killed him, I didn't
Yeah,
want to watch the
fuck
rest of the
Gil. Yeah.
movie.
So fuck that movie.
Okay, so
It's getting aggressive. It's getting aggressive. I love it. I love it.
so number 10 is Violent Night because I'm a Hopper fan.
I haven't seen that one.
I absolutely love Hopper, and it was a Christmas movie, and I'm not a huge sucker for sentimental Christmas movies and Hallmark movies and all that jazz. But
If I'm gonna go for my
I
sentimental and my Hallmark movie, it was gonna be Spirited.
Oh, fuck
Which
off.
one's that one?
That movie sucked ass.
My cover here.
With Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds.
Oh,
Is
fuck
it new?
off.
Hey, good afternoon.
So I can watch Krampus over and over again, right? But I watched Violent Night, and I
got
had
a Krampus in my leg right
I'm gonna
now.
be honest. I love Hopper, and I had low hopes for it, but it was actually a really good movie.
Yeah, I actually watched that movie.
So I made the top 10, like
Yeah.
right at the end, Christmas, like cut it off,
Right.
Coming in at number 9, Jackass Forever, which was released.
I love that movie.
It came out earlier this year, and I feel like so many people forgot about it. But R.I.P. Ryan Dunn. Like everybody who has been a Jackass fan over the years just know how much that movie meant to them. These guys are getting old. They are still down. There's obviously more to come because I've seen previews. These guys are just built different.
As excited as Eddie's was, but yeah, that was a good movie.
These guys are built different. There's something like inside of them that just says, this is the way we do life. We're going to keep doing it until we die. And I love that about them.
I will say it because you need to right now. That is my number 4 movie.
Okay.
Jackass Forever.
So it was number 10 for me.
I mean, Josh, I'm sorry you went there, but I got to watch it with my bros, Alex and Steven, and like I was just laughing the whole time, fucking watching that movie. It came on Netflix.
There were so many dongs in that one.
Yeah. It came on Paramount, and we watched it in the 4.5. Came out on Netflix or whatever, and it's just like,
Eddie and Erica are not gonna like this, but one movie that made my top 5 is probably my number 5 movie.
Why are you going to number 5? We were like at 10 through 8.
Because I don't know what else I like. But
he didn't make a list. See what happens? You don't make a list.
I didn't make a list for my shows. I knew shows, but I didn't make a list.
There were other
shows.
movies that I probably watched, but that just that were not top 5. Though.
Okay.
Okay. Because, My Darling.
Don't Worry, Darling.
Don't Worry, Darling, and another one called God damn it, what was it? I just saw it right here. It had Rockwell in it. Sam Rockwell.
Oh shit.
Who is that?
Sam Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell.
I told you I'm so bad with names.
Sam Rockwell.
Okay, let me just jujo.
Hold on.
Jujo.
Hold on. What is it?
Quiet.
Oh.
Now,
yeah.
What's the movie?
You know what? I love him in Charlie's Angels. He plays such a weird guy.
What's Charlie's Angels?
But what's the
Yes.
What's the movie that he was just in?
You know how Drew Barrymore always picks a bad boy? Like,
this one right here. See how
they run.
mm-hmm.
Okay, those are gonna be.
That's on HBO, right?
He's in Jojo Rabbit.
Oh, that movie.
Mr. Right, he came out.
Those are gonna be above, in my top like 10 through 6, but my top 5 or my number 5, and they're definitely gonna hate me for this one. And I was real skeptical at first about it, and I've seen the movie like 3 times already. Is Elvis?
Oh fuck!
Really?
That movie sucked.
Honestly, I've heard such bad things about it, and I haven't watched it yet.
So
Okay.
I've heard opposite about it.
I will say this: that Austin Butler, I have nothing against him. The dude is a good actor.
Okay.
Elvis, cool, fine, yeah, he did a good job.
The only thing I just hated on the movie was Tom Hanks.
I don't like the director's style of making movies. I don't like that whole flashy, blah 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 blah. I just don't like that director's style. This is why when we watched it, I fucking turned it off. I'm like, fuck this.
Well, he did make one movie that I did like, and
Moulin Rouge.
no, Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
But you know what? Honestly, that has a lot to do with whether you love or hate a movie. I'll agree with that. Like, if you turn somebody off in the first 5 minutes of your style, of the way you make a movie, I mean, you set yourself up. You know what I mean?
I didn't like his fucking style. It's like, I can't with this. Like,
For the early years of Elvis,
but honestly,
for the early years of Elvis, he really did overdo it. But for the later years, he like toned it down.
I heard there's one scene where like Elvis goes back to his hotel room after like doing his Vegas things, where like people are like, "That's like a good scene." So I'm like, I kind of want to go back and watch it.
That's what I'm saying.
Walk the Line is what, like a 2-hour movie, and I will still go back and watch it just because it's a
the wrong
good
song
ass
died.
movie.
Oh, that's Dewey Cox.
Yeah, both.
I love that movie.
Okay, so let me go off over here. So what was I at number 8?
Mm-hmm.
Number 7 is Avatar: The Way of Water.
It was that good?
Steven, I'm sorry, I like that movie. It was good. That's because I didn't like the first one. This movie is long.
But you've seen the first one though.
Yeah,
the whole thing.
But I didn't watch it in theaters.
But you saw the first one, and it does have to do with the second one.
Oh yeah,
like
no,
sequel,
for sure.
Like actual.
Yeah.
Okay.
It does. Yeah, it does. But the second one, watching in theaters, kind of like made it better.
Mm-hmm.
It is really long. I think it could be a little shorter, but
I've already heard that twice.
I think it's still a good movie.
Okay.
Number 6, Top Gun Maverick.
Didn't you say that like 4 times?
We've all said it.
I put that on there because I just fuck you guys. It was awesome. Number 5 was Don't Worry, Darling. Oh no, man.
That's with Harry Styles?
No. That was number 9. Sorry. Number 5 was Clerks 3.
Okay.
And again, the only reason why I put it on there is because from what it made me feel watching that movie. I watched Clerks 1, Clerks 2, Clerks 3. I watched all of Kevin Smith's movies. So this movie was just like kind of like a good wrap up to everything that's going on. And then from what had happened, I'm not going to spoil anything from what happens in the beginning.
I'm just
to
going
what
to go to my
happens
number
in the
one.
end. I was like emotional. I loved it. It's not a good movie, but I liked it.
I'll do my number. I'll do my number 3.
Okay.
My number 3.
You're like skipping around.
I just did.
Yeah, but I just recently watched this movie. My number 3 was The Banshees of Inisherin.
You watched that movie?
Yeah,
I want to watch it. It's like a Scottish movie, right?
It was good, but
it's like Colin Farrell.
But I fucking hated it at the same time.
Can I say one thing? You can totally tell that you guys are brothers.
Why?
Because we look alike?
No. Like being here talking with you guys, I mean, the way we always talk, but like hearing it full blast, like...
Fuck you, Jess. We're supposed to say fuck you too. Come on.
No,
we're brothers.
It's...
Fuck you, Nighthawk.
Yeah, fuck you, Nighthawk.
You want to do
Dragon?
You want to go do karate in the garage or no?
It's better than we got this one.
What are we doing? Okay, yeah.
I said my number 3 was that one.
Okay.
Banshees of the Inisherin.
Yeah, and I already said my number 4 was Jackass Forever, so.
What's your number 3?
I'll stop there.
I like skipped a whole section.
No. Keep going up.
Okay. Okay, number... that was 10, 9, 8. Okay, 8 was a Bob's Burgers movie. I was honestly waiting to be more impressed with it, but some of the episodes in the show are a lot more funny.
Oh, we all need love Tina.
That's just, I mean, the way it is. I did like Hustle. Hustle was very
You gotta watch
heartwarming.
Hustle. It's really good.
I need to watch Hustle.
But it didn't make your top 10.
Well,
I need to watch Hustle not only because
Talk to
of
the hand.
Jennifer. That's the one with Jennifer Lopez, right? That's the one she did, right?
Hustle?
No.
No, that's the one Adam Sandler.
No.
You're thinking about the stripper movie.
Yeah.
No.
That's the one I want to watch.
No.
You think about Hustler.
That's a good
Hustler.
movie, but no. Yeah, that's Hustler. No, this is Hustle.
Hustle.
Yeah, I love Adam Sandler. I'm a sucker for him.
Never mind. I don't want to watch that.
And then there was Dog
I don't want to watch that.
with Channing Tatum.
Dog.
It was such a good movie.
I
Like
need to watch that one.
again, it hit way too close for home, like for y'all knowing my backstory and stuff. Like you just, if you watch it, I cried at the end. Tried really hard
Crimson.
not to. No. Thor, Love and Thunder.
Suck.
Get out of here. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here.
We're done.
Yeah,
You
right,
guys
right,
are
let's get out of here.
buttholes. You don't like Natalie Portman?
That movie was fucking terrible.
Why?
Dude,
Okay, no, serious debate, serious
was
debate,
good,
why?
but you know, it was just trash.
He
It
turned
was-
the mic off.
It was a garbage.
Why?
Yeah.
It's about their love story.
Nah. Fuck love. Just-
I mean, honestly, like I like Marvel movies that are not about just a love story, but that was like hard.
Okay, the thing with that one is that like
I think I was too close to it emotionally.
I think with that one is that like it was that particularly the director just really like put his stamp a lot on that fucking movie to where like it was like joke.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, like it's like
Exhausting.
and the
But in a
parts
not
that
funny
were
way.
supposed to be serious, like with Christian Bale, were the best parts. But I'm just just like, God, come on, like it didn't.
Okay. All right.
It,
fair.
for me, it didn't like, and that's because Thor Ragnarok, the third one, was I love that one only because Taika Waititi, you know what I love, you know, we talk about his shows.
The humor is different.
He didn't write that one. In this one, Love and Thunder, he wrote it all together. He wrote it was him, blah blah blah. So it's just like
Okay.
he
to
puts
each their own.
puts in his still thing.
Fair. All right.
Yeah.
Did y'all watch The Invitation?
No, I want to watch that one. That's the one with the vampires, right?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It really wasn't bad. I've seen a lot
Most
of crappy
preseason.
movies, but it was not bad.
Yeah, that's one I really want to watch. That one and The Menu.
Oh, there's a menu, yes.
But you should. You're walking. But yeah, I haven't watched that one. So what else you got?
I have the Black Phone, of course, because
that
you know
one
what?
was really good.
He's tripping.
Yeah, he's stupid.
He's gonna watch the episode later
Yeah.
and be like, they're both shit talkers, but no, he's tripping. When I watched the movie, honestly, it reminded me so much of what I imagine my dad's childhood being. I've seen pictures, you know, the clothes that he wears, you know, the time setting that he was in, the kind of cars that they drove, like the braveness of his sister was just immaculate. You know what I mean? Like the sister was a rock star during the whole movie. And then on top of that, like what Ricky?
Oh no.
It was just a realistic movie, like with a realistic predator, you know?
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
he found his
even-
way out
even-
realistically. It wasn't over the top.
Yeah.
It wasn't over dramatized. Like he just really had his own way of escaping with his sister's help. Like, I don't know. It was just very like real, very like.
And even the way too, the one kid that that beat up the bully and what was sticking up for him too as well, and then for him to get caught and get in trapped in that madness. But then even though Ethan Hawke too himself too played a good fucking ass villain, dude. Like, oh my god, like holy shit.
Robin. Fucking Black Phone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Robin was good. The sister was good. The Predator was good. It was just like a good, realistic movie.
I mean, our son Eshe loved that movie too. Like,
too
he was
good.
like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After that, are y'all Ryan Gosling fans or no?
Just depends.
The Gray Man.
I absolutely loved how Whittier was.
I
like
haven't
it
seen
just so sarcastic, so
I just
fast.
know what you were talking about. I haven't seen it.
It was so sarcastic, so fast, so sped up.
But yes, I love Ryan
it keeps your
Gosling.
attention, and then it's still heartwarming at the same time. Like that's like right down my
You know
alley.
what?
Like
you know what?
It's a feel good
I-
movie with action.
I've seen Ryan Gosling a long time ago, and I knew this motherfucker was gonna make it big. He came out.
I know that.
He came out in a show
That kid has some spunk. I like him.
He came out in a show that I used to love to watch in the 90s. It was kind of like one of those, like, it was a sitcom show, kind of like Saved by the Bell, Boy Meets World kind of thing.
But you don't know what it was.
I'm looking for it right now. Hold on. Oh, God damn it. Fuck you.
I only like Ryan Gosling when he plays Ken. Barbie.
Is he the new Ken?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Ken.
You haven't seen the trailer for the new Barbie movie?
No.
He plays Ken.
That's what I should have watched. Oh my gosh. Wait, how do you feel about Lady Gaga being the new Harley Quinn?
I am very much interested in that movie because just of the...
You know what? Lady Gaga didn't do bad in American Horror Story Hotel. I'll
Oh,
say that
so
much.
he was in the show called Breaker High. So it was basically like a show that took place like on a ship, for where they get to study abroad.
Mm-hmm.
And he was one of the standout characters in that show. And I was like, dude, this guy's going to fucking make it big. Sure enough, the next thing that I saw him in that was kind of like the next big thing was Remember the Titans.
Okay.
I was like, oh, shit,
Sunshine.
yeah, there he goes. Yeah. No, he
No,
wasn't.
no.
He wasn't Sunshine.
Oh, he was the one that liked the country music.
Yeah. And then he came out in this movie called True Believer. Where he was like a Jewish, he was Jewish, but he was like a neo-Nazi character too. And
So Kanye West?
whoa. Whoa. Anyways, moving on.
Blurt that out.
Then the next big thing that he came out on that a lot of people loved him in was The Notebook. And then,
Yep.
from
And
that-
they like hated each other on scene.
yeah,
They could
Him
not
and
stand
Rachel
each
McAdams,
other.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're both so beautiful, though.
They
Yeah.
are.
That's
It was
why
too
they
much
hated each
beauty
other. It
in
was
one
too much
room.
beauty.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, Rachel McAdams.
She's gorgeous.
But
She's gorgeous.
Hey,
and I can't believe that
hear-
she didn't get bigger.
But hear me out. Ryan Gosling?
But
I mean, you say the
but
same thing about
eventually,
my husband.
but eventually his career fucking grew, and stuff. So
And I thought Rachel McAdams would have been more in the spotlight, but it's almost like she took more of like a humble, career.
Oh, shit.
Breaking news. Breaking news.
Barbara Walters.
Breaking news. Oh no.
Breaker news.
Breaking news. Barbara Walters has passed.
R.I.P. Barbara Walters. Who's Barbara Walters?
R.I.P.
I don't know who that is.
She's a news reporter.
How did y'all feel about Betty
2020.
White?
Oh, Betty White. Yeah, that's
I
pretty
wanna
sad.
go paint.
That's pretty sad.
And Barbara Walters.
Dude, how many
That's
people passed away
sad.
this year? That's pretty sad.
Yeah.
So on that note,
Moment of silence for them or a drink, one or the other.
here's
To
a
Barbara.
toast.
Kanye West.
All right, so do you have your number one movie? Because I'm ready to give you a surprise.
Oh shit. Okay, no.
It has to be in the least top 3, top 5.
It's Bullet Train.
number
For
one.
number 1? That's my number 1.
Yes.
Is it your number 1?
That's my number 2.
What's your number 1?
Okay, hold on.
Wait, what was it? We missed it. We missed it.
So my number 3, I'm gonna go up to number 3.
Okay.
My number 3 is Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I need to see that one.
Dude, that's because you sent me the trailer and you're like, this,
And then you didn't watch it.
This looks interesting.
But I've been trying to find it. I haven't.
You have to like rent it or something. And
goddamn.
we rented it when we were at her parents' house and we watched it. And choose that movie is a trip.
What is it called? Everything, Everywhere, All at Once?
Yeah, it's fucking good. It hits you in the weirdest places you could ever imagine. I'll tell you just this.
I
I'm
heard
not
there's
gonna.
a dildo scene.
No.
What is it with you and sex?
No, I heard there was like a dildo scene where
We need to leave early.
I'll tell you that the one of the most unexpected scenes that hit you is like you're not gonna imagine it. Like I can't even tell you.
So that's number 3. What's number 2 and number 1?
All right, number 2 is Bullet Train.
Number 2? So what's your number 1?
My number 1. I mean, come on. You know your boy.
If you say Top Gun Maverick again,
No.
I'm just gonna like
No,
reach across the
you know
table.
your boy. I know. I love what I love.
Oh God,
you know,
it's Batman. Is it
I gotta give it to Robbie Pattinson. Robbie Pattinson.
God
That's
damn
it. Show's over.
Batman.
We're
Yeah,
done.
we're done.
We're
We're
done.
done.
Everybody
We're
cut
done.
the cord.
Hey,
Just
everybody,
look,
good night.
look,
We love you.
there he
Good
is.
night.
There's-
Thank you,
thank you
Jessica.
thank you for having me. It was-
Jessica, for being on the show.
There's your boy. There's your boy
You
right there. Look at him.
know,
Look at him. The Batman.
Can we turn his mic off?
Yeah, we
And
can
that's,
turn it.
and that's
Thank you
because
for having me,
I
Steven.
just-
That was so
I
much
can
just
actually
fun.
watched
lower
it.
him down to.
I just
Thank it.
watched it the other day.
Don't listen to him.
I just watched it the
Yeah,
other day.
just-
and it was amazing.
Just so that everybody knows, I am not a Robert Pattinson hater.
Yeah,
I
we know.
actually think he's a great actor.
I was just
But-
glad he died in Harry Potter.
But as far as him being a Batman and portraying a Batman, here is my biggest issue. He made Batman super emo. He made him look
it's-
like a little
okay.
teenager
You
crybaby, and
sound
I
like
was not
such
okay
a
with that.
Fucking he's emo. He's
Oh,
emo. No, he's not
God.
fucking emo.
Yes, he
he's not
is.
emo.
He's
What's going on here?
human, and he portrayed human in every
What's
other
going on?
form,
I can't hear
including Christian Bale.
I had to lower you guys down here.
Sorry,
Are
we're,
fucking
like,
going
yelling.
hot.
Sorry, we're trying to argue. Trying to argue.
No, I listen to you guys in the truck. It gets lower and it gets higher, so
Yeah.
we're good.
This whole argument that
It's-
like
it's gonna keep going until we die.
Fucking God, just
Christian
God
Bale
damn it.
Swear
is
to
the
God.
best Batman
Anyways,
in the world.
Bullet
I
Train.
swear
we
to
know.
God.
Okay,
Hold on,
So-
Steven. We're gonna get to Bullet Train.
Christian Bale, or Robert Pattinson.
Christian Bale.
Woo! Yeah.
Get your stained boob off for me, okay? Ketchup ass,
Get
fucking.
your Robert Pattinson
titty,
tattoo
fucking-
off me. That's
Your little emo argument is in itself fucking emo. Like, don't
It's
even
so
come at me
not.
with that bullshit that
Robert
it's fucking
Pattinson
emo.
was a
It's
child.
not
The-
emo. You have to.
He was
You have to
okay.
fucking watch the movie.
Take the
that-
scene
Oh
where
my God.
Batman goes to visit Alfred in the hospital, and Robert's like, well, I'm a kid and I didn't get my way and blah blah blah. And then Alfred straight up tells him, "You're being a douchebag. Grow up and put your big boy pants on and get the hell out of my face." And I'm like, "Yes, thank you, Alfred."
Can I talk? Can I talk? Can I talk?
Yeah,
Can I
okay,
talk?
your
Can I
turn.
talk?
It's
Can
your
I
turn
talk?
now.
Can you hear me?
It's your
1, 2,
turn.
3.
Watch the
Testing.
movie again.
Okay, how fucking dare you? You know, first. Okay. Oh my God, I can't even hear myself. What the fuck are we doing? Guys, fucking.
This is our relationship.
You know what?
Love you
Like,
guys. Love you
like
guys.
that's the whole fucking point of the story, all right? Like, he is just at this point where all he wants to do, his fucking line, what is it? I am vengeance. Okay, I'm vengeance, I'm vengeance, I'm vengeance. He wants to be fucking this guy. He wants to be fucking Batman. The whole
This motherfucking guy.
80% of the fucking movie, he's fucking
Gabagoo.
Batman. You know,
Gabagoo.
Gabagoo.
you fucking god damn it.
Okay.
It's
Bullet Train.
It's sad that Batman has to be humbled that way. That's why I don't like this movie. Like, it's just, it's too much. It's too much. Made
You
a
know,
sad boy version of Batman.
Um,
It wasn't needed. It wasn't needed. Just exit off.
what's it like
Exit
to have
off.
some? What's it like to have bad taste? Can you tell me that? What's?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So here's my surprise for you. Everybody likes Bullet Train.
Yeah, but
So now this is the moment of truth. I've been waiting for this for a hot minute. It's just a small special surprise just to show you how much I love you. We have to find out which one of you is a diesel.
Oh, that's nice. What are we doing?
Okay. It's Christmas, y'all. It's New Year's, y'all. Pick one.
Well, you don't
You're
talk to
no,
us.
no,
Close
you're
your
okay.
eyes.
Okay. Y'all are gonna see what it is in just a second. Okay, pick one without looking. If you've seen the movie Bullet Train, you'll understand. If not, you need to go watch the movie. Okay, now unravel it. Unbox it. Let's see if you're a good engine or a bad engine.
Fuck is this shit?
It's a mystery train. I don't have stickers to purposely stick on you. You're a little fruitcake.
Oh shit.
What do you have?
He's black.
I'm the diesel.
He's
This looks like a train doing blackface.
Are you really?
He's doing blackface.
Is that really a diesel? Does it stay like the?
No, it says
wait,
look, it's blackface. He's doing blackface.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Does it tell you like in the paper which one you are?
I'm the character from Wednesday. I'm Enid.
Yes, that is very much an Enid.
Oh, there's paper?
Yeah, I got it.
Does Steven say blackface?
Oh my gosh, is Steven a dog?
What am I? Obviously, I'm a fucking fruitcake.
Yeah, I'm a dog.
Yeah, they don't have the names.
I'm just
supposed to be the name,
GLR21.
Oh yeah, that is you. It is a dog. Ooh, you're so lucky you didn't get a diesel.
What am I?
And neither of y'all are Thomas. You
What
are
am I?
you are GLP95.
I am a dog because I love my doggies.
You're just a little fruitcake train. But it's good to know that both of my friends are not diesels. So I'm gonna say that much.
I love my dogs.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Dude, but honestly, like I heard about Bullet Train, coming out, watched the trailer, whatever. I'm like, okay, fine, but I didn't go see it in theaters. Came out on HBO, and then one day we sat down and watched it. I'm like, and like within 20 minutes of watching it, I told Juju, I'm like, I love this
It took
movie.
you that long? It took me like 2 minutes.
I fucking love this movie. Like, it was.
I loved it as soon as I saw what's his face in it.
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Brad Pitt.
No,
Brian Tyree Henry?
No, the guy from The Warrior.
Oh, fucking Scorpion.
No, the other guy. The one that played his
Oh,
son.
his son.
Oh, hold on.
Check out Hood Up and Dust. That's not the same. That's the wrong person. That's another actor. That's not.
I forgot his name.
His name.
Logan Lerman, right?
That's not him.
No.
That's the guy from Hunters.
Andrew Koyi.
Oh, who is he talking about? Who's
Andrew
son?
Koyi.
Yeah. Did you?
Oh wait, like from 47 Ronin? That guy's son?
Yeah.
No, he came out in this guy comes out in I don't know, maybe he's been in now, but the only thing I've seen him in is
He plays Koichi.
Warrior, and he also came out in the Snake Eyes.
Okay, now I know who you're talking about.
But did you recognize that in the movie, how like the what were their names? Tangerine and Lemon.
Yeah.
How they were like looking after the kid with the beard. That was a kid from
It
Hunters.
took me a second, but he pointed it out, and I was like,
Juju, I was like,
"Oh
that's
my
the kid
gosh,
from
that
Hunters.
is him!"
He's the fucking, and that's how,
I told you.
and that's how he looks in Hunters season 2.
And I
his
loved
fucking
him in
beard and
Fury
shit.
and the Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
he's
yeah.
a good actor.
And
He
the
really
Mexican
is.
guy was Bad Bunny.
Yeah,
Bad Bunny.
yeah. Nobody expected that.
Dude,
It
that
was good,
fucking
though.
movie, fucking Channing Tatum.
Oh my god.
He's all
Channing
like,
Tatum.
he goes, he goes, am I supposed to do some sex stuff? Dude, and it's just like the cameos. Did y'all know that it was Sandy B at the beginning?
Mm-hmm. Sandra Bullock.
Sandra
Did you
Bullock.
watch The Unforgivable?
Did y'all watch the Lost City?
Oh,
Did y'all
No.
watch Speed?
you need to watch that. It's so good.
So the Lost City, Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum in it, and Brad Pitt.
Yeah, so
Watch
I
The
feel like,
Unforgivable. It's the one where she goes to prison. It's
dude,
so
but then
good.
like that one fucking, he's all like, oh, someone called him sick. It was fucking Ryan Reynolds the whole time, you know?
Yeah, Carter.
Carter, dude, that.
Did you see that the Hornet in her scene, she says bitch like 40 times? Like, I just watched the...
Yeah, that's the thing.
I watched the
That-
scene and
that-
I was like, is it me or did I hear that word like 20,
Yeah,
40
like-
times in my head?
That's her thing. Like she just says, "Bitch,
You're gonna
that's-
die, bitch.
bitch, yeah,
It's
yeah.
the Hornet, bitch.
Bitch, yeah.
Like, it just over and over and over again. I was like, I don't know if the writers like went back and heard this scene, but I don't know if it's supposed to like sound
Alright,
the way it
guys.
sounds.
So I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to cut it because we're already running past
Oh,
our
I'm
time.
sorry. But thank you for
Yeah.
having me. Sorry I
Okay, yeah, no, guys.
No.
understand.
This has been a really long episode, a really good episode. We're really excited to have Jess back. I hope we have her back again.
I would love to be back.
Now that she's over her jitters.
I know. You know what, guys? I love to debate and everything, but
Oh no, we're gonna fucking get you back on, and we're gonna talk about the Batman. I swear to
we
fucking God,
need a full episode.
I'm gonna
for
kick
that.
your ass verbally.
We need to do even though I mean it doesn't even have to just because like we're not doing up to date shit, but yeah, we'll do fucking Batman.
Okay,
Yeah,
before
yeah.
we end, favorite Tim Burton movie? Go.
Edward Scissorhands.
Okay.
Juice.
Dark Shadows. Cheers.
Dark Shadows.
I think it's hilarious. to me.
Oh
It's-
God!
It's my
in the
funny
show.
bone.
In the
It-
show.
it-
And the show.
In the show. Get the fuck out of here. All right, guys. Cheers. Happy New
Cheers.
Year's. Hope you safe.